Baby, early morning. Yeah, college football, man. College football. A lot happened. A lot happened. You know what? I should probably switch these screens so I don't get in trouble. There we go. But anyways, Sunday morning, early morning, college football recap. We're gonna talk about all the games that happened yesterday. Um, Main focus, the Florida State Seminoles, of course, the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators, and then we'll get into the rest of the college football world. A lot of games happened yesterday. A lot of key matchups. A lot of big time games was played. So we're gonna get into all of that now. Obviously, Miami won their game. The Florida Gators won their game, and Florida State Seminoles they won their game too. But it's kind of how you won your game. It's the difference. Um, it's kind of storming out, guys. So if the stream get interrupted or something like that, then I apologize in advance. But yeah, a lot of games happened. Miami won, beat Temple 41-7. Florida's beat Charlotte 22-7. Also, the Florida State Seminoles beat Clemson in overtime 31-24. So, the big three handled business yesterday. They all came out with a dub. So, it is what it is. Now, Miami is 4-0. Guys, this coming week, we're on a bye week. So, there will be no games this Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, none of those. We'll be on a bye week. So hopefully, the guys that are banged up, they could go ahead and get rested and stuff like that. Hopefully any injuries that we have, are coming after will, be taken care of kind of deal. So also guys, get in the comment section. Let me know who all is in here. I know it's bright and early. I know some of you guys still ain't waking up yet. Some of you guys might be watching this on the rewatch. But do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. Also, share the channel with a Miami Hurricane fan, Florida State fan, or Florida State Seminole fan, obviously. So, share with a college football fan too. Miami handled business though. Yes, Miami handled business yesterday. Beat Temple convincingly. Not much to talk about. Temple beat writers, they was talking a lot of trash before this game. I kind of didn't do too much previews and predictions on this one because we all knew it was going to be a Miami blowout. Miami was going to go up there, handle business, which Temple is a pushover for us, but still respect to that program. It is what it is. Hopefully the rest of their season go well for them, but they just couldn't hack it against us. Also, I think the main game between the big three today, though, was the Florida State Clemson game, which Florida State won that game, but I got to admit, man, there was a lot of questionable things happening in that game. The game went Florida State way, but it could have went the other way. Clemson missed field goals, fumble return and stuff like that. It's all a part of the game. So at the end of the day, the Seminoles won. They remain undefeated. Miami's 4-0. Florida State's 4-0. Look like they're on a crash course. If Miami could, stay undefeated, they do have some challenges before they get to Florida State, which is, North Carolina and Clemson. Clemson is still, a premium opponent, if you say, because obviously, they showed you that, they could still win ball games. They could still compete and stuff like that. So, we're gonna keep an eye out on Clemson. But yeah, Miami handled business. Now the Florida Gators, that game last night was a challenge for them. Charlotte was a challenge. The Florida Gators was in a dogfight with Charlotte the whole entire night. The whole entire night, there was in a whole dogfight with Charlotte. Florida Gators scored 5 field goals, 1 touchdown and 5 field goals. The score was 22-7. Charlotte scored a touchdown on them, and the rest of the way for Florida. Florida scored a touchdown. The first touchdown they scored, and then after that, everything else in the red zone was all field goals. Now, I've got some screenshots of some of the bulletin board material that comes up Florida Ga's message board. They're not happy with Billy Napier. Don't let them fool you. They are not happy with Billy Napier. The Florida Gators are not happy with Billy Napier. Don't let them tell you otherwise. They're not. They are not happy with Billy. They're literally complaining about Billy every single chance they get. Billy is one of those coaches that basically don't want to hire an offensive coordinator. I'm not sure if it's in the budget or what it may be. Okay, so like I said, guys, it's storming. So, I keep getting these interruptions or whatever. Let me know in the chat. Can you guys hear me? kind of having some technical difficulties. Like I said, it's storming outside, so I'm guessing that's what's affecting the Wi-Fi in the stream right now. Things look like it's moving a little slow. Been frozen a couple times and everything like that. So guys, let me know in the chat. Can you guys hear me? Also, let me put the link in the chat too, because a lot happened yesterday, like I said. And kind of want to get some of you guys' thoughts and opinions and feedbacks. So links in the chat for anybody that do wants to join in on the conversation. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So y'all can hear me again. All right, cool. Like I said, guys, it's storming outside right now. There's thunder and lightning. It's pouring down rain, white rain to be exact. So, if the stream does go out, it's because of probably, internet issues or whatever. I think I need to upgrade my computer. I've had this computer for a while now. Might be time to get a new one with a faster processor and everything like that. So, it is what it is. Let me try to pull back up the highlights from some of the games yesterday. Something that I'm trying out. Maybe you guys will like it a little bit better. But if you caught the stream a little bit earlier, obviously we was playing the highlights from the Temple game and everything like that. So I guess I'm gonna pull up the highlights from Clemson versus Florida State, and we're gonna chop it up while that play is on the side. All right, so let me get that. Go ahead and share that. Everybody in the chat, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? This early Sunday morning. All right, so let me go ahead and put the speed on this thing. All right, so here we go. All right, so yeah, Florida State, Clemson, very exciting game. Florida State won. A lot of questions to be asked. Clemson, to me, I think their season is pretty much over. But it is what it is, man. I've been telling you guys since last year that basically Clemson is on a down. Clemson is on a down. Dabo don't really go into the portal. I think he's going to have to do so. Over the years, he's been basically, hiring from within and stuff like that. College football basically is leaving behind. But nonetheless, if he wants, sustain a program, then he's definitely going to have to get with the times. But sustaining the program, without going into the portal nowadays is kind of tough, to be honest. It's kind of tough. You lose a lot of players to the portal. We see it all the time. There's a lot of kids that transfer from. Hold on, I think we see a lot of kids transfer out all the time. But if you're not replacing those kids, then guess what? You're gonna have a lot of pieces to fill. That you recruit out of high school, they don't come in as plug and play. You might have a few, truths here and there, but most of those guys aren't, college ready. They don't have the weight, they don't have the size or whatever to, go up against grown men in college, because you coming in out of high school versus a guy that's been there 2-3 years, it's most of the time it's not a good matchup. So, if Dabo want to get with the time and get, going to the portals here and there after losing players to the portal, then, Clemson might, be a sustainable program. But if not, they're just going to be a down school, basically, to be honest. But good win for Florida State, nonetheless. It's been about 7 years since they beat Clemson. So, they finally got over that hump. I mean, in the manner that they did win, nonetheless, it's still a win in the column. They stay undefeated. So it is what it is. Now, the Gators also, we're going to talk about their game, but it ain't too much to talk about. That game was full of field goals. Billy Napier is in the state of Florida, to be honest with you. Billy Napier is the worst offensive coordinator. He is. Trying to juggle being an offensive coordinator and a head coach ain't seem to be working out too well for him. It seems like, when they get in the red zone, his play calling is always questionable. It's like, what are you doing? You can't score touchdowns on Charlotte. I was looking at that game because I got ESPN Plus, and I was looking at it on my TV or whatever. I got the ESPN app on the TV, so I was watching that, and I was looking at Charlotte's head coach. My boy had on a cut-off sleeve shirt that says Charlotte football on it, with some basketball shorts on. So I kind of looked at it as, okay, Charlotte just came down here on a vacation. They came to collect this money, and that's it. They don't expect too much. My guy came down here. He didn't look like he was in business mode. He looked like he was just saying, this is a simple, quick vacation for us this week. We're gonna basically play. We're probably gonna lose. They probably didn't have no high expectations. So it's like, you know what? After this game, I'm gonna take these Nike shoes off and I'm gonna put on some sandals, and we're gonna go enjoy the beach in the morning and then head back to Charlotte or whatever. That's what it looked like to me. But that boys gave Florida a run for their money. The boys was in a dogfight with Charlotte all the way to the end. They couldn't take out none of their starters if they wanted to. None of them. It's crazy. Now, he said he's rich. Yeah, I could tell he was rich. I could definitely tell he was rich. I mean, let's be honest. What's your definition of rich? Because most coaches are rich. Most coaches that coach at a high level are rich. Unless you don't count a couple millions here and there rich, because I don't see too many coaches out there that ain't making at least $1 million for a year for being a head coach. So if you don't consider $1 million rich, then okay, that's cool. But I mean, look at Mario Cristobal, for example. Mario Cristobal is making $8 million a year. Most people don't even put that into thought process. But Mario Cristobal is a rich coach. He's a rich coach. Unless you don't consider $8 million a year rich, then you on a whole different level. If you look at the statistics, the average person in America makes about 35 to 50,000 a year. So if you don't consider making $1 million a year rich, then hey, you might be on a whole different level of upper echelon. But yeah, that man was out there like business as usual. This is just for them, it was just a business trip, basically. Come down here, get the money, and go home. Probably even think they was gonna give Florida the run that they gave them. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna preview the Colorado versus Oregon game, but man, Deion Sanders. He said Prime making 10 million. Nah, Prime not making 10 million. Not from Colorado, at least. Prime is making like 5 million a year at Colorado. Now, on endorsements and other stuff, sponsors and shit, he probably make more than most of the coaches in America. But as far as Colorado paying him, he's only making like 5 million a year at Colorado. But think about this. Colorado in 3 games, they've already made 90 million. Most TV deals don't even get that. Their whole home games, all their home games are sold out 100% right now. So the money is there. The money is there. Prime has already made 90 million in 3 games for Colorado. It's probably gonna go up more now because of yesterday. But nonetheless, he's already made 90 million that we know of. Whatever yesterday accumulated, they'll put that in there. We'll hear about it So he's already basically outdone his value. They are paying him for 5 years, so about 25 million for 5 years, and he's already made 90. He's already proven to them that he's worth way more than what they're already paying him. He's already made them, 3 times the amount and more. So a lot of people look at the stuff that's going on in Colorado and call it gimmicky, call it, tacky, or some of the other words they've been attacking it. But a lot of people fail to realize that college football is still considered entertainment. So if you got the entertainment factor, if you got the clout, you got the it factor when it comes to, keeping people entertained, then guess what? You got all the tangibles to be great. A lot of people think that college football is standing still. They're in this old tradition where coaches coach, players come in, get developed, and go out to the league and make money. No, NIL is here. Kids got to prove their worth. They got to show that, hey, I got a following. I got this much amount of followers. So they got to build their social media. And if you go to a school where that is, like a guy like Prime got all the attention, where ESPN and everybody is always there to provide the attention, then, hey, you got gold. You got gold. So when you got these coaches that, don't care about NIL, don't care about social media and everything like that, it's gonna catch them. It's gonna catch up to them in the near future, and then they're gonna be like, okay, well, why are all the top recruits going to Colorado? Well, the money's there because they made it. The clout is there because ESPN and everybody is up their coattail every week. All the celebrities are showing out. All the people want to be in their facilities or whatever. They want to be a part of it. Everybody wants to be a part of history. What Colorado is doing right now is history. They're making history. Now, obviously, yesterday they took a beating. They took an absolute beating. Oregon went out there. Halftime was like 35-0. Kind of brought back memories to the 2001 Miami Hurricane Championship when we was up 34-0 at halftime on Nebraska. Guys, give me 1 second. All right, guys. So, yeah, I had to let the dog out. It's raining, storming, but, dogs still got to do their business. So, yeah, we back. Appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for, hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Now, college football nowadays ain't the same college football that you knew, when you was growing up in the early 2000s. Not shoot the 2010s, none of it. NIL has changed everything. NIL has changed everything. I know back then a lot of people wanted the kids to stay off social media. They wanted them to stay focused. Now, if you're a kid that wants to make money, you definitely have to be on social media. Now, I'm not telling no kid to go on social media and answer some of these fans, because obviously some of these fans don't deserve to be answered, plain and simple. they don't deserve it, because a lot of them will go on there and say certain things that you'll be like, you know what, that should definitely just be ignored. But it is what it is. Now, let's talk about, let me go ahead and pull up the Florida game also. Let me go ahead and pull up that. I mean, it's not much of a highlight. It's more of a field goal kicking tutorial, if you want to say, because that's all they did in that game was kick field goals. Lots of field goals. You know, I think Dabo could have used that kicker from Florida yesterday. I think if he had the kicker from Florida yesterday, he probably would have beat Florida State. I don't think he would have missed that last kick, that easy kick too. It was definitely an easy kick. Had he done that, then basically, you know, Clemson would have beat Florida State. Florida State fans would have had a whole different mentality this morning. You know, they probably would have been screaming, Mike Norvell ain't it. He can't get over the hump. They probably would have been screaming Fire Fuller and Atkins and all of them. They would have probably been talking about firing the mascot, the horse, the Renegade, Danny Boom on the horse. It would have been a whole different story. But nonetheless, they got the dub. They 4-0 right now. Miami and Florida State is looking pretty good. I say Miami look better though, to be honest with you. I don't think Miami's making, you know, the simple mistakes that Florida State is making. But then, you know, a lot of the Florida State fans will come in and say, well, T2Y, who have Miami played though? We played LSU in Boston College and we beat Clemson. So you guys ain't played nobody. It's some cupcake games. They're going to come in and say that with their Rick Ross voice and everything, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But the Florida Gator fans, they should be, I want to say pretty humble. But then again, you know, they do have some fans that don't have no sense. So they're going to look at yesterday just another win. And, you know, that's how the cookie crumbled. But obviously, you know, got the low lights. I'm not even call them highlights. We got the low lights from the Florida game yesterday. The field goal marathon that they put on yesterday. Charlotte had them in a dogfight. Charlotte was giving them a run for their money. The Florida Gators was getting pushed around by Charlotte yesterday. They was getting pushed around by Charlotte. Now, Ricky Parcell, he did have a one-hand catch and then got lit up after he caught it, but I think it was very impressive. They definitely was trying to force feed him yesterday, but hey, it happens, man. It happens. But I was definitely expecting more from Florida against Charlotte, which coming off of a win against Tennessee, it's like, okay, you went out there, you look so impressive against Tennessee. This week they were expecting, you see that right there, that touchdown to number 8? That is the last touchdown you will see for Florida. That was the last. This is the last touchdown you'll see right here. Boom, right there. Touchdown, Florida. All right, no more touchdowns for the rest of the game. It's only the first quarter, guys, with 7 minutes. You'll not see another Florida touchdown the entire game. If I was a Florida fan, I would have been so pissed the whole time. They go field goal number 1. Keep count, guys. Score is 10. Look at this. Look at this. Can't score in the red zone against Charlotte. Florida can't put up points in the red zone against Charlotte. This was an absolute garbage display of talent. How much more talent does Florida have than Charlotte? Oh, I wonder where Charlotte is ranked when it comes to talent versus Florida. That they go field goal number 2. Field goal number 2. Look at Florida. Look at them. They all over Charlotte now. But boom. There we go. Bring it getting close to the red zone again. We're getting into the red zone. Oh, never mind. Charlotte brought the heat. Almost knocked out Graham Mertz. Oh, there goes another field goal. Boom. Field goal number 3, guys. Florida's up 16. Florida's up 16. Yeah, Charlotte with a touchdown, the big boy touchdown. Ha! Get up in there. Get up in there. Straight up, boom. You know that that suspect defense. Look at that guy. Just threw his whole body. Don't even know how to wrap up or nothing. Just throw his body at somebody. Look at Charlotte with the fumble recovery. Look at Charlotte with the fumble recovery on them boys. Obviously, talent is a dispersed still. They couldn't do nothing. But here comes Florida again. Here comes Florida again. We're in the third quarter with 11 minutes. They try to run it with ETN. He getting them yards. He getting them yards. They going to get down in the red zone. Oh, back again. Mr. Kicker is back again. Boom, another one. Another kick. That's number 4 right there. That's number 4. Charlie kicks it back to Florida. Good kick, Florida gonna march it down the field again, of course, Here comes who's this guy, number 6? Is that Montreal? Nah, that's Andy Jean. Oh, Andy Jean out of Miami, out of Dade County. He finally got some reps up there in Florida. They're finally putting they're probably putting Andy Jean to work. Oh, there's another fumble recovered by Charlotte. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, man, guys, my dog over here banging on the cage and shit. Anyways, yeah, you guys can see fourth quarter, they moving the ball, about to get into that about to get into the red zone again, how they do, get in the red zone and line it up, back it up for about a couple yards, move to the left and kick the ball because that's what Florida do. They don't score touchdowns. They don't score touchdowns. Here we go. Boom. Another catch. All right, number 8. Either one that scored the only touchdown. Here goes another kick, guys. Kick number 5, and it's good. 22-7. And that's your game. That's your ball game, guys. That's your ball game. That's your ball game. The Florida Gators, 22 points off 5 field goals. That's your ball game. All right, let me get this. Let me get this off the screen. We're gonna talk about the rest of the games that happen in college football. Obviously, Miami won convincingly. Florida State, they got a oopsie win, and the Gators, well, they got a struggle bus win. But we're gonna pull up some of them games from yesterday. We're gonna talk about them. Not gonna hold y'all too long in here. So 2 games, yeah, you're right, man. 2 games in a row, Florida State got gift wrapped. They got gift wrapped wins. Florida State fans try to convince me that Boston College played them like it was a Super Bowl and this, that, and the third. And then I watched Louisville go out there and beat Boston College the way that they were supposed to be beaten. The way that they were supposed to be beaten. At this point, I'm convinced that Miami is going to beat both Florida State and Clemson this season. I'm not even certain that Florida State going to get past Duke this year. The way they have been playing is absolutely terrible. They're coming out fortunate with the wins, but the way they've been playing, they've been absolutely terrible. Garbage, basuda, trash, Controversial game last night. Ohio State and Notre Dame came down to the end. Last play of the game. I don't know who's. I do know who's the defensive coordinator over there at Notre Dame. It's Al Golden, one of Miami's former head coaches. Al Golden. Now, the last play of the game that decided the game with Ohio State getting the touchdown. it's controversial because they're saying that not Ohio State, Notre Dame only had 10 men on the field. So they sold themselves short on their last play. Regardless, of the outcome, they sold themselves short. Now, maybe they had another extra man on the line or something. This game could have been different. They could have got to stop at the 1 yard line, you know, game over. Boom. Notre Dame got a signature win against a top, 10 opponent. And, the storybooks have been written. Marcus Freeman is the new coming of whatever it is that the Irish, they're into. He's the new Lucky Charms or something. But it didn't quite work out that way. Ohio State escaped with the win or whatever. Georgia, we're going to start with the top 25 games that have been played yesterday. So Georgia Bulldogs, man, the Georgia Bulldogs. Every week I hear the chit chatter about the Georgia Bulldogs. Is this going to be the week when somebody knock off Georgia? They always start off slow, and then the questions just start popping up. Oh my God, Georgia is beatable. Oh my God, Georgia could possibly lose, and then they run away in the second half. Or in this case, on UAB, they ran away, right before the half, put up 21 points in the second quarter, and then just cruised into the next half and, got the dub. So Georgia, they handled business. I think they'll definitely stay at number one in the country, of course. Convincing win over UAB. Don't see no reason to move them. Michigan also, they played Rutgers. Harbaugh is returned. Beat them 31-7, convincing win. Obviously, their first Big Ten matchup, got the dub, lined it up and won. So keep doing what you're doing, Michigan. I guess Michigan improves to 4-0. Rutgers goes down to 3-1. So now you got Texas versus Baylor. Texas is now 4-0, guys. As you guys know, Texas beat Alabama. Now they just beat Baylor. Texas could be a playoff contender if they keep playing the caliber of football the way that they're playing it. Beat Baylor 38-6. Convincing win for them. This is their last year in the Big 12, so obviously they're trying to, go out with a bang, maybe try to win the Big 12 championship and, possibly make the playoffs and contend. I did put out a prediction, and I do have Texas in there possibly making the playoffs, but, you know how it is. It's only week 4. There's plenty of, room for error and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna keep watching Texas. I'm gonna keep seeing where they go. Florida State. I think Florida State. Y'all already know how I feel about Florida State. I think they're overrated. I don't think they deserve that number 4 spot. They keep crinching out wins for the past couple weeks now, but I think eventually their luck's gonna run out. I hate to say it, unfortunately, but I don't think Jordan Travis is going to make it through the whole season. Obviously, he's banged up. We see him, holding that arm. We see him taking shots all the time. He's getting hit all the time. That offensive line that Florida State got is absolutely terrible. Jordan Travis is running for his life more than normal, more than normal. And for some reason this season, he doesn't believe in, his legs. I don't know what is it that he's trying to prove. I think he's trying to show everybody that he could beat teams with his arms and not just his leg. Because let's just be honest, everybody knows him for his legs and not his arms. So I think he's trying to, do what Anthony Richardson did for Florida last year, was try to win games with his arms, which eventually I think he's gonna give in and say, you know what, if we're gonna win games, I'm gonna have to run this ball. This offensive line is not holding up as they should. The pocket breaks down and collapse a lot faster than it needs to be. But a lot of teams that they play have been playing great, containment. So if he does get out of that pocket, they do have, fast linebackers, and DBs that's willing to, step it up to make sure that he don't break for, those big plays or whatever. But Clemson fumbled the bag yesterday. They literally fumbled the game away, fumbled it, and missed the field goal. I thought it was tremendous how they put on a whole spectacle on this kicker that they went and got. Kicker done basically still doing classes online, moved to New York, finna do a job there. He even brought his boss down with him, got him there, the guy that was supposed to be his boss. So he decided to come back to school. Story, everything. Kick on the line to win the game, possibly. Boom, missed it. Mom's in the stands and dad's in the stand. They're ashamed. You ever watch one of those Mulan, those Disney movie Mulan or whatever? That kicker right there for Clemson brought shame to the family. Oh, you have brought shame to the family. Yeah, that's what he did. He brought shame to the family, man. You're not a samurai warrior, my guy. You're not a samurai warrior. You're more of a farmer / housekeeper kind of guy. You're not the samurai warrior. You brought shame to the family. Oh, you brought shame to the family. Hey, you let Florida State win the game. All you had to do was make the kick. That's tough. Hey, but, mental health is a crazy thing out here. So, hey, go do your meditations and all that kind of stuff. Get your game back in it. Oh, man. USC handles business. Beats Arizona State, obviously. The Caleb Williams, situation. Him winning Heisman last year. Seems like he just picked up where he left off last year. USC is 4-0, and also, they're. I think USC should be in front of Florida State. I think so. I think they definitely should be in front of Florida State. I think USC is a better team than Florida State as we speak. I don't think Florida State should be before. I think they should swap them out with USC. They definitely should swap them out with Ohio State. Those teams actually, played some better opponent. Not USC, but Ohio State. I think Ohio State will probably move up into that 4th spot or somewhere. They obviously, got a close win over Notre Dame, but it was a better win than Florida State for the past 2 weeks. So I definitely think when they shake up this, top 25 or whatever, I think Florida State should probably drop down to like number 6. The past 2 weeks they've been escaping with situational wins, so they definitely should drop. Obviously, the Ohio State game of the night, and it delivered. Lack of offense. I've been told that Ohio State got the best offensive coordinator in Brian Harline, the best wide receiver core. They're gonna light people up this year, and I haven't seen it. I've even heard that this team is soft. And I see Ryan Day in these press conferences trying to defend his team, saying they're calling us soft and we're not soft and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. I think you kind of is soft, man. You got a lot to prove, man. Brian Harline, man, listen, take it personal. Take a page out of Deion's book. Take it personal, because obviously you took it personal yesterday. Oh, they on TV calling us soft. They say Ohio State soft. We're a tough team. We are a tough team. Crying on TV. Ryan Day, get it together, Ryan Day. Ryan Day, if we was in medieval time and you came with all that crying about how people saying that y'all are a soft team, I'd have told you to bow your head. Oh, man. But anyways, let's move on. Big 12 play. Penn State is 2-0 in the Big 12, in the Big 10. Penn State 31-0 win over Iowa. Convincing win. Manny Diaz, man. Y'all, some of y'all may have forgot Manny Diaz is up there calling that defense. Manny Diaz pulled a shutout yesterday. I think this is a better win for Penn State than it was for Florida State for the past 2 weeks. I think Penn State should probably be ahead of Florida State right now. Let's be real. They got better wins than Florida State. They playing better than Florida State. Their defense is better than Florida State. They should probably be ahead of Florida State, in my opinion. I think that week 1 win over LSU has ran its course now. It's not as impressive anymore. We see LSU out here struggling with Arkansas. Beat them by 3 points yesterday. Came down to the wire. Good game. Good game. But it obviously shows and exposes the level of competition. I think, I'm just going to say it, I think Florida State is overrated. Absolutely overrated. They are. Washington State handled business against Cal, high-scoring game here. Over 81 scored. You know, they put up a lot of points in that game. So if you was a guy that bet the over yesterday, you probably hit. But Washington is showing, is proving that, USC is not just going to run away with the Pac-12. The Pac-12 got a lot of representation this year. It just amazed me that, the Pac-12 won't be no more next year. It'll all dissolve and the teams will go their separate ways. But in the last year of the Pac-12 being together, all the teams are clicking. All the teams are basically, they out here doing great things. Too bad they couldn't generate this, kind of hype and these kind of level of games before they whole conference dissolved. This is tough for the Pac-12. Had you had these kind of caliber of games before you lose these teams, you could have negotiated for a better TV deal. Like, look at what we're doing. Look at the rating. I think the Pac-12 needed Deion a year ago. Because if they had Deion a year ago with all the hype and everything that's going on in Colorado and that's going on in the Pac-12 right now, they would have had a better TV deal. They definitely would have. I mean, let's be honest. Colorado right now is carrying the whole Pac-12 when it comes to ratings and media and all of that. And we know it's the Deion effect. We know. But it is what it is. Speaking of Deion, Oregon beat the bejesus out of Colorado yesterday. Colorado ranked number 9. They will definitely drop. I think they'll probably drop out of the top 25, to be honest with you. That was a humiliating loss. They was down 35-0 at halftime. Now, Dan Lennon said some things. He said some things. They out here playing for clicks and likes. We out here playing for wins. We out here playing for W's. And obviously, nobody expected Colorado to win except for a few people that wanted to believe. And me personally, I wanted Colorado to win. I wanted them to win. I want this hype and this attention that is on Colorado and that is on Deion. I want it to continue. I want to see some of y'all bust some blood vessels because you're so mad at Deion and you're so mad at how he carried himself and all this. I want to see the shake-up. College football needs some shake-up. It's too much everybody trying to be a coach's coach. Oh, we're not going to talk no trash about no opponents. We're not going to liven up the game. We're not going to say anything about our opponent. We're going to praise our opponent. Oh, this team, they good at this and they good at that. And blah, 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 man. It's some boring stuff, man. It's not entertaining. Imagine, Miami Hurricane fans, I want to take you back to Miami versus North Carolina State, Tyler Van Dyke interview. Tyler Van Dyke says, we're going to beat them. We beat them. We already showed y'all that we're going to beat them. We already beat them last year. And everybody was up in arms like, oh, my God, did he say that? And then Tyler Van Dyke, of course, went to North Carolina State and beat North Carolina State. Obviously, after that, Manny Diaz put the muzzle on him and told him, let's go back to this coach's coach crap where we don't talk trash, where we don't put no life into this football, where we try to humble everybody. Nah, talk that trash. Hype up the game. Give us a reason to want to tune in. That's what most of y'all fail to realize. You might say you don't like Deion. You might don't like his tactics. But at the end of the day, you probably don't even know nobody on that Colorado team other than his sons and Travis Hunter. But you're still tuning in to watch. Why? Ask yourself, why did you tune in to watch that? Because all of the entertainment factor that went into it, you had to watch. You had to see what the hype was about. We gotta stop telling these teams and telling these coaches and telling these players not to talk trash. You're taking the fun out of football. Talk that trash. Talk that trash and go out on the field and back it up. And hey, there's a wise man once said, you win some and you lose some, but you live to fight another day. You live to fight another. Shout out Pops on Friday. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. College football is soft. NFL is soft. You're taking the trash talk out of it. You're taking the celebrations out of it. You're making the sports boring. At this point, you're trying to turn it into soccer. So when you get somebody that come in here and talk trash and you haven't seen it in a long time, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's must-see TV. It's prime time, baby. Listen, man, let's continue this. Obviously, Colorado got the butt. They got greased. They got smashed. Deion has already outlived his expectations there. 1-11 last year. There was 1-11. I don't think they'll beat any of the teams that are well developed. Obviously, Oregon is a well developed. Mario Cristobal handed Dan Lennon a great team, and he picked it up right from where he left off. And obviously, Utah, that's a good team. They're well coached. They won their game yesterday. Obviously, USC, they're doing. So I could see Colorado losing all those games. Yes. Obviously, they're without Travis Hunter, and you can see a major difference in that team without Travis Hunter on offense and defense. So it is what it is. Colorado's not perfect. Obviously, you saw that. So I think they could, upset some teams here and there. They could probably get some L's here and there, but I think they're back down to earth now. They're back down to earth. As far as being humble, I hope they don't get humble. I hope they still keep the same mentality. I hope they still be flashy and do what they do. I still hope they continue to do so. But it is what it is. Utah handled business against UCLA yesterday, beat them 14-7. Good game. Like I said, the Pac-12 has turned up. Too bad, dissolving, going in separate ways. Utah improved to 4-0. Utah started off the season a little rocky, but kind of whooped Florida and then went on their way to improve each week. And obviously, UCLA was a very competitive opponent, but then nonetheless they survive and win by 7. So it is what it is. Struggle match for the number 12 team in the country. As you guys can see, LSU won 34-31. They beat Arkansas. Arkansas was a struggling team, but nonetheless, they gave LSU everything that they could offer. Came up short in the end. LSU improved to 3-1. LSU, I want to say that LSU is more of a middle of the pack team right now. I think they, in the beginning of the season, based off what they did last year, based off the SEC championship and all of that, everybody kind of overhyped them a little bit. They was rated higher than they were supposed to. I kind of agree with what's his name, RJ Young on that one. Now RJ Young said a lot about Florida State. He called them frauds. I mean, I called them frauds too, but he said that they were going to beat Clemson. Clemson was going to demolish them, and obviously that didn't quite happen. So my boy out here deleting tweets. Anything I say about your team, whether it's Florida State and all that, I ain't deleting no tweets. Y'all can benchmark them, bookmark them, retweet them after you win your games. I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said at the moment. It's on record, and it is what it is. I'm not taking back nothing I said about any of y'all team. Florida State, y'all overrated. Y'all some frauds. I said it. There you go. Write it down. Benchmark it. Book it. Y'all are overrated. And until you start beating some team convincingly and teams are not out here, beating themselves, I will continue to tell y'all are frauds. Y'all are not back. Y'all ain't beating nobody. Y'all ain't showed us nothing. You beat Boston College by 2 points, and I watched Louisville yesterday drop 56 on them. But you out here struggling. I don't want to hear nothing from you, Florida State. We watched Duke beat Clemson 28-7, and then we watched Florida State, got gift wrapped to the game out there in Death Valley. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all ain't convincing me nothing. We're going to beat y'all, by the way. Let you know. Um, Ole Miss being Ole Miss just can't beat Alabama. Ole Miss just can't beat Alabama. No matter what you give Lane Train, no matter what you give Lane Kiffin, he just can't beat Big Daddy Nick. He just can't beat Big Daddy Nick. Lane Train, Lane Train, Lane Train. Nick is your daddy. Nick is your daddy. Go ask your mama to give that man a DNA test. That is your daddy. You can't beat him. You can't beat him. That is your daddy. Nick Saban is Lane Kiffin daddy. We need a paternity test. We need a paternity test. That is that man's daddy. That is that man's daddy. Daddy. Next time, Lane Train, next time you address Nick Saban, make sure you call him daddy. Show that man some respect. Show him some goddamn respect. You just can't beat him. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. 20. Lane Kiffin, you did worse than USF. You did worse than USF. How is that possible in 2023? How do you do worse than USF? USF did better than Ole Miss. Ole Miss is supposed to be the number 15 team in the country. Thank you, Nick Saban. Thank you. Thank you for beating on them. Thank you for beating them by 14. So I know he's going to drop in the poll. I know they're going to drop in the top 25. We're going to be past them. We're going to be past them. We're going to move up in this ranking. You know, we needed some shakeup, obviously. But Lane Kiffin, how many shots are they going to give you at Nick Saban to prove that you can't beat him? You might as well go pick him up on Father's Day. You know, take them to restaurants, take them to fishing, take them shopping, get them some of them old people cologne, Old Spice or whatever. You know, do what it is that fathers do for fathers on Father's Day. Because obviously he's your daddy. That man owns you. God dog it. Crazy. Let's move on. Obviously, Alabama quarterback, a little shooken up in that game. Don't know his status of his health, but got shooken up. He came back in the game. Not quite sure what the deal is. Alabama have a lot of quarterback issues this season. In Alabama, you've been known for years. Now, obviously, they won this game, but it was a lot closer than the score said at halftime. In the second half, Lane Train, they couldn't do nothing. Nick Saban came out of the half, put up 18. They put up 3. That's your ball game. That's your ball game. You're not winning no games putting up 3 points in the second half, unless you're up by 35-0 in the first quarter, in the first half. No shot at Deion in Colorado, but unless you're doing Miami Hurricane numbers in 01 where you're up 34-0 in the national championship, and you don't care about putting up nothing but 3 points in the second half because you already won, then that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. 2001, we only put up 3 points in the second half because we didn't need to. But Lane Kiffin, you're not the 01 Miami Hurricanes. You can't do that. You can't come out and put up 3 points in the second half. You wasn't up 34-0 in that first half. You got to do better. You got to do better. Let's move on. Oregon State. DJU transfers from Clemson and goes over there to be the quarterback. Better situation for him. He looked a lot better in that offense. But Washington State weren't buying none of that. Washington State obviously was a better team. They came out, assert dominance. Oregon State crawled back into that game, made it a 3-point game at the end. But hey, they couldn't get the dub. So Oregon State, they're gonna drop in the rankings too. Not too far. It's only a 3-point loss. Plus it was a ranked opponent. But they're gonna drop too. So it's gonna be interesting this week, man, to see when this top 25 come out, where these votes gonna go. Obviously, Miami, we're not dropping. We're gonna go up in the poll. So, I see Miami from anywhere from from 15, from the somewhere between 15 and 20. We're at number 20 right now. So we'll obviously be somewhere in between there. maybe around, I want to say 16, somewhere like that. But who knows? Oklahoma beat Cincinnati. Struggle win for them. They was up 10-3 at the half, and then they scored 10 more points in the second half. Cincinnati is one of those teams that also believe that if you score 3 points in the second half, you could possibly win a game. You can't. You can't. You're not the 0-1 Miami Hurricanes. I keep trying to tell you, teams, you can't come out here and score 3 points in the second half and win games. You're not the 0-1 Miami Hurricanes. You wasn't up 34-0 at the half. You wasn't. You got to score more than 3 points. You can't take your foot off the gas. Some of y'all need gas. You need gas. You don't have an electrical vehicle. You need to put your foot on the gas. Some of y'all teams, I'll be watching y'all play, watching y'all lose, and I'm like, why are y'all playing conservative? Why y'all playing conservative? You have nothing to lose. You already losing. You already losing. Why are you playing not to lose? You should be playing to win. Call some better plays. Go vertical. God dang it. Take advantage of the some of the plays that you probably wouldn't have. Listen, most of y'all are on hot seats. B-Bean, bow your head. Bow your head, B-Bean. If we was in medieval times, I would tell you to bow your head right now. Deion is not on no hot seat. Deion is far from on a hot seat. He's in year one. He's 3-1. He's beating teams that nobody thought he would have beaten already. Nobody's seen Colorado. Let's just be honest. When you go back and look at Colorado, how many people predicted Colorado to win more than 3 or 4 games? He's already won the 3 games. There was 1-11 last year. Come on, man. Y'all with this, he's on the hot seat. Billy Napier of your team, your Florida Gators, he's on more of a hot seat than Deion is. Y'all fans don't even like him. Y'all say his offense is vanilla and trash. What up, BB? Speaking of the Gators, BB in the chat. BB, the link is in the chat if you want to join in on this beautiful Sunday morning conversation about the mid-Gators. The Gators are absolutely terrible. 5 field goals against Charlotte. BB, explain that, please. 5 field goals. Y'all are absolutely terrible in the red zone. Y'all looked so good against Tennessee, and then this week you come back out and you look like the Gator that we thought you were. You downgraded from being a gecko to a baby lizard again. That's tough. Charlotte. Imagine being in a dog fight with Charlotte. I can't take the Florida Gators serious. I can't take them serious. Oklahoma handled business. Cincinnati, obviously, beat them 20-6. Big 12 matchup. Cincinnati, welcome to the Big 12. You're 0-1 in the Big 12. Your first Big 12 game. You couldn't win. Too bad. You ain't in the G5 league no more. Welcome to big boy football. Pull your pants up because you just got hit. That's tough. Pause. But 20-20. Oklahoma. To y'all standards of not playing defense, you would think y'all would have put up more points on the offense. Oh, Brett Venable is over there. We're gonna play defense now. But yeah, you forgot about offense. It's like he came in there and y'all forgot about offense. That's tough. North Carolina handled business against Pitt. Game was a lot closer after, but North Carolina kind of pulled away, towards the end of the second quarter. And obviously after that, Pittsburgh never recovered. Pittsburgh is a terrible team in 2023. A lot of their fans thought they were going to be better than they were. They not. They trash. The Panthers are some pussycats in 2023. They're not going to do that. They basically, after they lost to West Virginia in the backyard brawl, Chiefs was knocked out in the backyard brawl and everything, and they still ain't recovered. They still at the dentist. They still ain't in good shape to be playing nobody. Pitt is a pushover. Everybody gonna beat Pitt this year. Pitt will escape with a couple wins here and there, but they 1-3 so far, and I don't see it getting no better for Pitt. Pitt is on a downfall, guys. Pitt is about to get their butt whooped, plain and simple. BB in here telling lies again, talking about we beating Kentucky tonight. Beating them in what? What are you guys playing Kentucky in? What are you playing Kentucky in today? What are y'all playing Kentucky in? If you tell me y'all gonna beat Kentucky this week coming this Saturday, I'm gonna say you're lying. I'm taking Kentucky to beat Florida this week. I'm convinced that Florida is a fraud. Florida and Florida State in 2023, they're both frauds. Now, obviously, Florida State, they've been escaping the IRS, but the Florida Gators, y'all about to get caught. Y'all about to get caught. They on y'all trail. They see them fraudulent games y'all been playing. They see it. Y'all want to make a big deposit into your bank account on Tennessee, but then want to come in there and try to put some little chunk change in. Come on, man. Come on, Charlotte. That man, that head coach was down there on y'all sideline on vacation. My boy had on his Nike basketball shorts. All my guy had to do was literally take his Nikes off and put on some sandals and just walk across to any beach, and he was on vacation. That man came in the intent of being on vacation. He didn't even know that Charlotte was going to give Florida that big run for their money. Florida Gators are absolutely terrible. Trash. Pursue the garbage. Now, Florida Gators, I want to show y'all failed attempt. How y'all talking about y'all going to flip Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State? One of the number one wide receivers in the country right now. I want to show y'all their lame attempt at trying to flip this man. They had a banner in the stands. Florida Gators had a banner in the stands trying to use it to flip Jeremiah from Ohio State. Let me pop this up for you guys. Look at this banner. Look at this banner. Look at this banner. They trying to use the banner to flip Jeremiah. What is this? When I saw this, it's supposed to say Jeremiah to the swamp. That's what it's supposed to say, Jeremiah Smith to the swamp. When I saw this on the screen, I thought that was a used condom. Florida got a huge condom. You're trying to flip Jeremiah Smith with a used condom. This is failure at its highest. Jeremiah Smith, you see this? They are setting you up for failure. This is the standard. Look at that. In the student section. Legend has it that all the students in that section got pregnant. That's tough. Florida do better. Florida Gators do better. Y'all worse than Florida State. Them boys literally try to flip Jeremiah with a used condom. That's tough. What was that? What was that? Man, Duke. In 2023, we have no choice but to talk about Duke. Duke, 4-0. 4-0. They 1-0 in conference. They won 1-0 in conference. They're one win in conference against Clemson, the mighty Clemson. Clemson, your season is over. You're not going to the playoffs. You already got 2 ACC losses. Your season is over. You're not going to the ACC championship. Dabo, this is y'all downfall. Book it. Write it down. Clemson is done. Clemson is on the downfall. If this offseason come around and Clemson takes nobody, absolutely nobody out the transfer portal, go ahead and put Clemson down as that they're Clemsoning again. Like they used to say, they're Clemsoning. Go ahead and put them back down as a 9-win team. They'll win nine games here and there, and they'll never win nothing again. If Dabo is one of those dudes that can't adjust to college football right now and start going into the portal and replacing some of them players that got took from him that entered the portal, wanted to get up out of there, go ahead and book Clemson as one of those 9-win teams that'll never win anything again until they get rid of Dabo and get rid of Times. But Duke beat UConn. Now, obviously, 41-7. Same score that Miami beat Temple, 41-7. Duke is ranked number 18th in the country. Obviously, shake up. A lot of top 25 teams got beat this week. Some of them looked terrible. Duke is gonna move up in the rankings. Duke is gonna move up in the rankings. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna preview the games for the upcoming week. Obviously, Miami's on the bye week, so we're gonna sit this one out this week, and we're gonna watch some teams play. But Miami handled business, like I said, just the same as Duke, 41-7. If you guys missed it, we played the highlights at the beginning of the stream or whatever. Was having some weather technical issues, but nonetheless, hopefully those highlights played pretty well, and you guys enjoyed that. But yeah. Tennessee bounced back, obviously, after losing to Florida. They beat UTSA, San Antonio, or whatever. Basically beat them 45-14. Handled business, got the win, got the dub. Bounced back. Good for you, Tennessee. Good for you. Good convincing win. Only gave up 14 points to UTSA in the third quarter. Pretty much handled business from the beginning. By halftime, this game was already done. And of course, the Florida Gators, the number 25 team in the country, beat Charlotte by 5 field goals. If I was the committee that does the rankings, I probably would drop Florida this week. I probably would drop them out of the top 25. I probably would drop them out of the top 25. Florida don't deserve to be in the top 25. They don't. They don't deserve to be in the top 25. I see the Gator fans. They talking about some Miami need a week to prepare for Georgia Tech. We don't need it. I mean, but it is what it is. It just happens to land before that game. That's tough. We don't need to prepare for Georgia Tech. I watched Georgia Tech last night versus Wake Forest, by the way. Wake Forest made a lot of mistakes, threw a lot of picks, gave the game to Georgia Tech, handed them the game. Wake Forest this year is absolutely terrible. Garbage, pursuit, trash. Go ahead and put them in the G5 league because that's what they're playing like. They're playing a little bit less than G5, might be FCS. So obviously, easy win for anybody that played Wake Forest this year. They're down bad. They lost their quarterback, and they haven't recovered. Georgia Tech took advantage of that last night. BB, what's going on, BB? Talk to me.
Yo,
man, give me 5 reasons why y'all. Give me 5 reasons why y'all shouldn't be out of the top 25.
we ain't going nowhere.
Those boys.
Yeah, we had a bad one.
5 field goals. I give it to you, BB. I give it to you. You did say that it depends on what kind of offense Billy calling, and obviously you can see. You can see the red zone offense, man. Y'all need an offensive coordinator, bro. Y'all need an offensive coordinator.
We do. Well, I can say this though. Even if he don't like it, he already got an OC, so you gotta wait for it to hear it.
Who's his OC?
You'll see. You'll see after the season.
Okay, so y'all already made the adjustment.
Yeah, it's already been done.
Y'all out your guy, he's already them like Dabo did with Riley.
Pretty much.
Now, yeah. I ain't trying to tell you to say who it is or where they at right now, but is it like a coach that's at a program right now that's doing pretty well on the offensive side at least?
Yeah.
Now I'm asking one question.
Well, it might. It's another. Well, it's 2 of them. So one from the NFL, one in college. Like
okay,
that.
All right. So obviously the guy from the NFL, that's a great look if y'all get him. But the guy from college, is he G5 or is he P5? That's the question.
Yeah, P5.
Oh, yeah, P5. Okay, yeah. So y'all putting on y'all big boy pants around if you're gonna hire an offensive coordinator now.
Yeah.
But hey, man, no knock on the G5 level now. Obviously,
It ain't.
play calling
But
don't really matter like that because if you got the pieces to do what you want to do, it's a whole different story. Some of those G5 coaches, they got some plays. They just ain't got the
they do.
personnel to do it.
They do.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Last night watching y'all looked like a high school team, bro.
We let it back. It was horrible. It was
Y'all
horrible.
looked like a high
Offensive
school team. I
line,
think the
yeah,
highlight
real.
was Parcells' one hand catch. After that, there were really nothing else to watch.
Yeah, yeah, you right about that.
I was
I
like,
ain't even really watching no more. I just knew. I know our defense was strong enough. They weren't gonna score on us, so I ain't even watching no more.
what was the spread in that game? Because obviously
It's
y'all
supposed to
didn't cover
be 28. It's supposed to be 28.
28. So obviously Miami the only one out here that could cover spreads now. well,
Lord.
technically Florida State covered. It was only two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Man,
technically they
Clemson
were
gave
supposed to
them
lose
that
by
game.
three.
Yeah, Clemson gave them that game.
The fumble return plus the kick.
And that 4th and 1 when they threw the ball out to the screen, instead of just running it up the gut.
I'm like, what? What? Why
That
you
was
trying to get
crazy.
fancy when the game on the line?
Exactly. You just do the simple play. If he would have just gave the running
He
back the
could have did
ball,
a
they got the
quarterback
first
sneak.
down.
He could have did a quarterback sneak and got the first down.
He could have. But when they did that RPO, the read, if he give it to the back, he get like 5, 10 yards. The
Man.
hole was so open. I was
Hey,
like,
but you
wow.
love to see it, man. You love to see it. I mean, obviously, I don't like Florida State, but you love to see it. Florida State
Yeah.
gets struggle wins. Clemson get derailed. You love to see it. I'm just convinced after watching both of those mid teams play yesterday. I'm convinced that Miami gonna beat both of them.
It looked like it. Can't lie. It
Both of
looked
them.
like it.
Yeah. Now the Gators got Kentucky coming up now.
Yeah, we got Kentucky.
I going to Kentucky. Kentucky ain't coming to y'all. Y'all going to them, right?
Yeah, we go there. We go there.
Now, obviously, last season they beat you, so they came to the swamp. So,
Yeah.
what's the read, man? You think you guys are going to beat Kentucky?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a better week of practice. They're gonna be motivated this week. I know we came off a big high beat in Tennessee. Ain't no excuse, but it was reports that we had a bad week of practice anyway. So that's how we came out and looked like we had a bad week of practice.
All right, so we're
So
gonna
I
move
think
in.
we'll be up for this one.
Since we're talking about Florida versus Kentucky, we're gonna move into week 5. Obviously, we're not gonna take too long on these. We're gonna try to the top 25. Obviously, the Miami Hurricanes are on a bye week, so all the teams on here that plays this week. Obviously, the rankings are going to change, guys. The rankings are going to change. So we're going to see some, different numbers when it comes maybe around Monday or maybe even later on tonight. The rankings will change. They've been getting it done pretty quick. Votes been coming in and everything like that. Utah takes on Oregon State. Oregon State is going to drop. They lost by 3 to Washington State, so they're not going to drop out of the top 25. So
Yeah.
Utah, Oregon State, that's gonna be a good game. Obviously no
Yeah.
lines or anything ain't came out yet. It's still fresh. So Utah, Oregon State, that should be a good one. Colorado back at it again. I think Colorado is going to drop out of the top 25, but nonetheless, USC, they'll still be in it. So USC
Yeah.
will take on Colorado. I think it's going to be one of them Oregon Colorado kind of games again. Obviously,
Yeah. Yeah.
Colorado ain't quite there yet. They made a couple splash in the first 3 weeks, but they're not quite there yet. When they start playing
Well, you know
the
what?
more
You know
elite
what? I think they might score more points on USC because USC defense is just that bad.
teams, right? But I still think USC
Yeah,
offense will,
yeah, I think USC wins.
outplay them. It's going to be similar fashion to, the Oregon game. I mean, Colorado might put up
Yeah,
a little bit more points though.
yeah, they'll put up a little more points. That's for
Montre,
sure.
what's going on, Montre?
What's up, man? I got some Florida State questions.
Go ahead, drop your Florida State question. We'll answer them.
No, I say, do y'all have some?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I
what's up with
don't.
all this midness in the past two games?
Man, man,
What's
I
going
wasn't
on with
missing.
y'all, man? Y'all are getting gift wrapped the games now. You
Hey,
come out in week one and week two and you look dominant, and then in week three and week four, y'all are getting gift wrapped the games.
that's that's not on us.
And who is it on?
It's on the team. It's on them.
See, here comes Ozushi spreading that again. He's the same person that says Miami's not beating Texas A&M, Miami, and all of that. Miami not beating Clemson. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Is he? Is he? We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
One
see.
game at a time. One game at a time. Georgia Tech, count your days. Y'all are next. Count your
Mm.
days. We're giving you a week, 2 weeks to prepare.
Oh,
Bring your butt on down here to Hard Rock. We're gonna beat you back to Georgia.
Clemson gonna come to play y'all. I'm telling
They're gonna
yeah,
come to
Georgia
play.
Tech, they gonna come to play. They
They're gonna come
improved.
to
They
play.
don't come
But
to
we're
play
gonna
this
come to
season. I
bully.
think they've been losing.
It's a
They
difference.
they
They're gonna
look
come to play.
faster
We're gonna come
than
to
they've
bully.
been in the couple of the past years. They look way better.
We
But I
got a
think
lot of we got a lot of doubters and haters out here. You know,
nah,
I ain't saying we beat Georgia Tech, they're gonna believe.
no,
But
don't say that.
once we beat North Carolina and Clemson, that's when they're gonna believe.
Yeah, you'll open some
That's when they're
eyes.
gonna believe. Now
Yeah,
USC, I think USC will handle Colorado no problem. Absolutely.
yeah,
Who does Florida
yeah.
you.
State play this week? We're gonna get to
So
them.
stay off too.
You got a bye week. You got to have a bye
Oh
week.
yeah, they got both got bye
Oh
week.
man, dang, that's gonna be tough. So we're gonna have to focus on this channel. We're gonna have to focus on Florida and Kentucky this week.
Oh,
Man,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So Penn State they'll take on Northwestern. I think that's an easy win for Penn State. They'll improve to 5-0
yeah.
this upcoming week. Georgia, Florida versus Kentucky. Florida, Kentucky.
Mm.
So what
It's
does
gonna be a
Florida got to
good
do
one.
to win this game? What is Kentucky's weakness?
Uh,
Right.
What is Kentucky
uh,
lacking this season, BB?
what I've heard, they offense pretty much like us. They struggle at times. I ain't really
Oh, don't
watching.
tell me.
Yeah,
Don't
Nice,
tell me that. Y'all game gonna
yeah.
be
That's
nice.
what I've
crazy.
been told. Kentucky don't look too good. Their
Nice.
first two
Kentucky
games,
offense is Kentucky offense kicking 5 field goals in a row.
they probably
Goddamn.
they might have
Right.
missed three of them, made two of them.
Dang.
This
I
gonna
can
be a
see this being
I,
a
crazy game.
low
I
scoring
just
game.
think,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna be a low scoring game. I think our defense gonna be the difference. But I think we just run the ball and we just gonna come out and run the ball like we should.
Let
Whoever
me get
win.
your take. Let me get your take on this because I seen on the boards a lot of the Florida fans they're mad at Billy Napier for giving Montrell more
Yeah,
snaps.
yeah. They're eating. I
So
don't know why he won't start eating. I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
so
Like
obviously ETN
ETN,
he comes in and he put up the numbers.
he do once he touches
So
Mm.
what's the
it.
beef with Billy?
Billy yesterday, for me, what I seen, Billy came out trying to throw the ball too much, like the Utah game. That's what that was for me. It was like the Utah, looking at the Utah game all over again.
He don't
Even
want to
though
play.
Mercy made 20 for 23, we were just throwing too much. That's why we got
Now,
all those sacks.
after the Tennessee game, you got 3 players that were suspended from what I heard. Who are those players?
Yeah,
I know my boy
that
Dante was suspended.
yeah, that played a lot to do with it too. But I ain't making that no excuse. That's Charlotte. Our whole right side
Right.
was out first half. I don't think that's no excuse.
Yeah, y'all looked soft yesterday. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we did. We did.
That's
We got
crazy.
beat up in the trenches on the O line, not the defense. Like I ain't got no problem with the defense. The defense did what they've been doing those
How many
first 4 games.
sacks? How many sacks did y'all give up to them? I think it was like
Shit,
three.
I at least counted three.
Graham Mertz at one point looked like he was almost hurt.
Yeah,
T2
yeah.
It would take a
Merch
lot
man,
of
he's
shots in
crazy,
there.
crazy. That you see, and that's my point, TTY. How we finna get this man hurt against Sean?
crazy, bro.
Like that shit crazy.
Against Charlotte, bro. Y'all ain't even in conference play yet. Where y'all finna be in conference
Now
play?
we in conference play.
Oh, man.
We already played Tennessee.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to do some
that's true.
research.
I'm talking about like
Oh,
back to back
right in the
conference
back.
games.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do
See,
some research on this Kentucky
I was
team.
happy about that. That's why I was glad we did play Charlotte,
But since
because I
Kentucky's at
already knew
home,
that.
I'm gonna pick Kentucky to win by 3. I'm gonna just give them the home field advantage win.
All right, T2, I go ahead.
I'm being fair on this one. This ain't no bias. I'm just giving them the home win.
I
Y'all
can
ain't looking
understand
too
that.
hot.
I can
I'm gonna watch
understand that.
the. I'm gonna go back and watch some of their games. I'm gonna see where they efficient, where they ain't, and then I'm gonna make a judgment
Yeah,
based on y'all team and y'all talent.
yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
know
try
they
to
was
be
in a
fair.
dog fight
I'm gonna try to
week
be fair with
two.
y'all since we ain't got since I ain't got to worry about Miami or Florida State this week.
No, it's
Yeah.
always tough to play Kentucky. They gonna be up for that. There ain't no doubt.
Hey man, meet me at Kroger Field. That's what they say.
Crazy.
Georgia Auburn.
Y'all,
Auburn lost to Texas A&M yesterday. Georgia won convincingly against UAB. I think it's fair to say everybody should take Georgia in this one.
Yeah,
Auburn's at home.
yeah.
we talking about
Possibility that Auburn can be the ones at Georgia.
no.
Because I mean, if see Georgia first half they'll have like a struggle bus kind of deal, and then they'll just off on everybody.
It would be, but that's their rival. They gonna be up for that, even though Auburn down.
Mm-hmm.
It's their rival.
They playing that
They
hard.
gonna come out with a purpose. So
Now,
if they
Lenore
make
said the SEC is soft. Is the SEC soft in 2023?
I say the SEC don't have quarterback play. That's the problem with the SEC this year. The defenses are not bad. Even though bad as Alabama is, their defense still good.
A
It's
little
just their
bit. But
quarterback.
I say y'all so. I think Georgia the only one holding y'all conference. Though.
But
The only one
Georgia,
holding y'all
I
conference.
hear what you're saying, but Georgia don't even look that impressive.
Yeah, yeah,
They play the right team.
So in
yeah.
2023, the SEC is looking soft out here.
Oh, it's down. It's down. The quarterback play is down.
Yeah, it's down.
It's down. Ain't no question about that.
All right, let's keep it running. We're gonna come back to the SEC. Um, Michigan will take on Nebraska. That should be an easy win for Michigan. Nebraska's just terrible. Give
Yeah.
Matt Rule a year or two to get the
Yeah,
team
yeah,
together.
you gotta give it time. You gotta
But
give it
as of right now, they're not on the level they need to be to be beating the Michigan. Harbaugh is back, by the way, so that suspension is over.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, it's over.
Texas will take on Kansas. Both of them 4-0.
that's a good little game.
That's
That
a
should
that's
be
a
a
Very
good
right.
sneaky
game.
game. That's a sneaky game.
I'm
That's a
gonna take
sneaky
Texas to
game.
win that outright, though. I'm gonna say in a range from maybe 10 points. I'm gonna take Texas to
Yeah,
win by 10 or more.
yeah.
Um, another good match. Now, obviously, Ole Miss is gonna drop in the rankings. They're not gonna be number 15 anymore. Alabama.
Nah,
LSU, they'll probably drop a little bit too, but they'll still both teams. I think they'll still be in the top 25. So it'll definitely be a top 25 matchup between LSU and Ole Miss. Now this is going to be a good one. Who you guys taking?
LSU.
Both teams win with a loss.
LSU.
LSU lost to Florida State. Ole Miss lost yesterday to Alabama.
Ole Miss problem, what it's
DBD.
gonna always be other lane kissing. No defense.
Right. Do y'all play LSU and Ole Miss?
Who?
DB.
Oh yeah, we play the
They play
LSU every year.
LSU.
Oh,
I don't think they play Ole Miss though.
We don't play Ole Miss, we play
oh, okay.
LSU. That's our
Okay.
crossover Western rival. We always play them.
LSU. Yeah. Okay.
Can Lane Kiffin get it together this week and beat LSU?
Nope, I don't see it. Unless
When is it?
LSU just come out flat. That's the only way. But if they ready to play, I don't see it.
That's a sneaky game.
I think
So
LSU.
he gonna be ready to play.
I think LSU and Alabama they kind of similar. I think LSU will get the win over Ole Miss. But hey, it's college football. Anything could happen on any
And that's Lane Kiffin, man. He gonna try to make a statement with one of them games. He already lost against Alabama.
He
Now this
do
is
try to
Previous
win.
game.
games.
He do for one, but like I said, where the game at? That's another part.
Mississippi.
Yeah. He gonna
Yeah.
try to get one.
Well, they might have a chance.
This is one of those your season is over game. Because if LSU win, they'll drop 2 losses. Their season pretty much done. Ole
Yeah,
Miss the same. They drop this. They drop. They're gonna have 2 losses. Their season is pretty much done.
yeah, but Ole Miss pretty much
So a
do
lot
this.
better.
They'll lose like 2-3 games, and then they'll go start winning and finish the season.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like trying to go for the
Oh, the
playoff,
conference, yeah, well, they gonna be done.
For the playoff
playoff and
conference,
stuff like
They
that.
done. I'm
So
just saying they
a
always
lot
do that.
riding.
Always be done in the conference because they gonna lose 2 games. But then they'll go beat Auburn, Mississippi State, whoever
this
they
what I'm gonna do. I'm
Kentucky.
gonna put this game as the your season is over game of the week. LSU versus
Yeah.
Ole
Yeah, that
Miss.
is. That is
hmm
true.
A lot riding on that game.
Your
Yeah, it
season is
is.
over game of the week is LSU versus Ole Miss. That's gonna
But
be
I
easy.
got A&M winning the West anyway, though.
All right, so you got Oregon, Stanford. I think that's an easy win for Oregon.
Yeah,
Not gonna
Oregon,
spend no time on that. Iowa State, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
That's Oklahoma's at home. I think they'll get the. I think it'll be another sloppy game for Oklahoma
Yeah,
where they don't put up too much points, but they'll definitely beat Iowa State. Iowa State is no, you know, world beat that, but I think Oklahoma has way more talent than they do, way better coaches too. So not much to talk about now. Here's another good matchup for the week. Obviously, Notre Dame's going to
Real
drop
good.
after losing. Duke probably going to move up a little bit.
Oh,
So
do
this is
Notre
going to
Dame?
be a matchup. You got Duke versus Notre Dame. I think Miami fans, we don't necessarily have to tune into this, but we will tune in to see what Duke's really made of. Because Duke will take on Florida State this year. Florida State fans definitely going to be
Yep.
watching to see if Duke is as serious
You already
as
know.
Is
everybody
Duke
says.
at home, too?
So if Duke ends up knocking off Notre Dame, I'm gonna say it now. All the Florida State fans gonna be shaking in their boots. They're gonna,
Not me.
they're gonna put some
Not
seriousness
me.
behind Duke. They're gonna take them Blue Devils seriously.
I take them serious now though,
Like I
but
say, you should take it
A lot of
serious
your
now. Duke a
fans,
good
they've been
team.
telling me y'all ain't never lost to them. They a pushover. That game against Clemson was a fluke. They wouldn't
One
beat
thing
if they
about
lined it up
Duke,
with Clemson again. They wouldn't beat them. So obviously we're gonna see.
Duke got a quarterback and they got a defense. So
Duke already
that's what
knocked
they
off
have.
Clemson. If they knock off Notre Dame this upcoming week, they're gonna be in some
they need
serious
running back
talks.
straight
Yeah,
too.
they got a running back too. I think they do knock off Notre
You're
Dame.
gonna,
If it was Notre Dame, I'd say Notre
Notre Dame.
Dame.
Here's what you're gonna hear in the headlines: Duke could possibly win the ACC championship.
I mean,
Hey, you gotta
who
get
else they got left
to work.
besides Florida State and North
They're
Carolina?
gonna start. They're gonna start saying stuff like, "Oh, it could be Duke versus Florida State in the ACC championship." That's what they're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
start saying. They're gonna be underlooking Miami like normal, and then we're gonna sneak up and just punch all these teams in their mouth.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna let it. Y'all gonna be saying Miami versus Duke.
Trust me.
Y'all still gotta
After we beat
play
North
North
Carolina
Carolina.
and Clemson, all that talk gonna be done.
uh,
They're gonna be
I
talking
can't
about
wait.
Florida State versus Miami, and could there be a rematch in the ACC championship, like they should have
yeah,
been talking about since when we first got up in here?
yeah, but that's y'all
Yep.
fault.
I'll get
That's
to it.
definitely our fault. South Carolina,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
That's an interesting game there.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
I'm a Tennessee. They bounced back pretty well yesterday.
I take Tennessee because they home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tennessee
Me too.
to bounce back and get a first SEC win.
But South Carolina always win that game. Weird.
Yeah, I can see this one being one of those upset alert kind of games.
I'm gonna go with South Carolina. I don't like Tennessee secondary. Spencer Rattler might eat them up.
All right. Well, we're gonna see.
I forgot Rattler over there. Yeah, I got South
Yeah,
Carolina
I'm
too.
going with South
I
Carolina. They
forgot
got
Rattler
some
over there.
weapons at receiver. Tennessee can't play
Yeah,
with
fuck yeah.
nobody.
I forgot about that.
All right. So you got Michigan State versus Iowa. Obviously, Michigan State don't have Mel Tucker, no head coach. They've been getting the brakes beat off of them
I
since
think
that
the
whole
first
fiasco. I
the
think
first
Iowa.
team to score 10 points gonna win
I
the
think
day
Iowa
game.
gonna bounce back this week. Obviously, they
That's
just got
right.
whooped by Penn State. I think 31-0. I think they bounce back this week against Michigan State.
And then
I think it's gonna be a dogfight kind of game though, but I'm taking Iowa to pull
yeah,
out the win.
that's why I said the first team get the 10.
All right, Mississippi State versus Alabama.
Oh, Lord, Alabama.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mississippi
I think it
State.
would be the perfect time to catch Bama, but I don't think Mississippi State got it
They ain't
in
got
'em.
the weapons.
They ain't there yet.
They ain't
Yeah, I
got the.
feel like that.
Nah, they ain't got the
I think
talent.
the talent, the comparisons ain't comparing.
Nah, it ain't.
They're not comparing.
If they had an elite quarterback, they have a chance, but they don't got that. So they ain't beating them.
I got Bama winning
Yeah,
close.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bama to win this game. I
yeah,
actually gonna
it could be close.
I'm
They
actually gonna
probably
take them about 14 or more.
not for Mississippi State. I was gonna play defense.
Yeah,
That might be the
I'm gonna
difference.
take them about 14 or more. I just got a good feeling.
Yeah, they
Washington
might be
versus Arizona.
10.
Washington.
Yeah, Washington. I think Washington, Utah, Oregon.
Oregon,
I think
USC.
those and USC. I think those teams are the guys that you got to watch out for in the
Yeah.
Pac-12.
Washington quarterback in the Heisman watch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Penix. That's the best quarterback to me.
Yeah.
It ain't close. He be putting the ball in your spot. That shit is crazy.
All right. Well, since we're talking about let's talk about some stats. Let's look into some of these stats.
Go with the stats.
See where some of these quarterbacks are at. Washington quarterback number one in yards right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down
I
to
told you,
4
He
a
Heisman
game.
throwing
watch.
400 yards every game, pretty much. 400 and some change. Yeah,
Right behind him is Shador. He's still up there with a
she's
1,400.
going to be second. Yeah.
Washington State. It seemed like the state of Washington doing pretty good with these quarterbacks. Cameron Ward, he threw him almost 1,400 too.
Yeah.
Let's shoot Jaden Daniels not too far behind.
Yeah. Okay.
The lead is let's see, running the ball. Notre Dame got that on lock. Almost 600 yards for their running back already.
Yeah. You know that?
Receiving wise, you got SC. That's what, South Carolina, or is that USC? Where's this guy from?
What's his name? I can't see it.
Got to find out. Oh, South Carolina. Xavier.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Liggins, yeah, that's why I say Tennessee. They ain't gonna be able to guard him. If he like 6'4", a bigger room.
Rattler, man.
Yeah, I don't
Says
think
Murray.
Miami
Tennessee got
beats.
nobody that can cover him.
He said Miami beats Carolina, Clemson, Florida State, and Louisville. They deserve it in the ACC. It ain't that we deserved it. We earned it. We don't deserve
Yeah.
nothing. We earning everything.
That's a tall ass pass, boy.
Y'all humble.
Beat
Well,
them.
it's possible.
Y'all
They
humble.
all
That's
they
a
all
tall
mid.
pass.
I thought y'all would be talking crazy.
Our
Real
biggest
good.
challenge in that old ordeal or whatever, that'd be North Carolina.
No, stop.
North Carolina.
Florida State.
Okay, I'll rank them all four of those games. North Carolina being the one at the top. Louisville next, Clemson, and then Florida State.
Come on, teach me.
Man, you be talking
Florida
crazy,
State
bro.
supposed to lose yesterday. They supposed to lose the week
So why you
before.
say North Carolina? Because y'all ain't beat them. They got the
North
winning streak
Carolina,
now.
their wins are more impressive than both of them. They're more consistent. North Carolina
No.
is more consistent. They play consistent football every week. You know what you're getting from North Carolina. With Florida State, they can get gift wrapped this week and next week. They can come out and blow out a team. The next week they'll be gift wrapped to the game. So
You shouldn't even take that.
they ain't
That's what
consistent.
he's going with, bro. That's what he's going with.
That same Boston College team that Florida State tried to convince me was a tough team to play.
Louisville
I just watched
woman.
Louisville drop the 6 on them.
But you gotta realize though,
They
why
try to tell
everybody
me. They try to tell me that the Holy Cross and the Northern Iowa, Illinois, those was all those was I didn't really see what I saw.
But you gotta realize that why everybody get one of those type of games. You in the dog fight.
Nah, Florida State, nah.
Okay, Teacher, why y'all don't had that for 20 years. Just because you didn't have it right now don't mean that ain't true.
Hey,
Come on now.
Hey,
I told you I ain't going back to
You got to, but I'm just being real. Everybody have one of those. Come on.
I'm telling you now. I don't trust Florida State.
Everybody.
even damn Georgia.
This is my ranking.
Even Georgia had a
I
right.
don't see Florida national championship teams have them type of games.
My rankings, I got them ranked North Carolina,
What
Louisville,
about that 01
Clemson, then Florida State.
That 01 team y'all played Boston College? Y'all should have been in no dog fight.
Hey,
But
that's
that
tough.
happens.
But we're not going past this year though. We 4-0
Look at
right now. We going past the game 1.
I can understand North Carolina, though. I get North Carolina.
I'm gonna keep energy all year.
All right.
You know.
Y'all gotta go to dope. No.
Why does everybody think it's so scary to play at dope? It's not.
It's not that it's scary. They got the it's just the whole crowd of in these big games. That would be the difference sometimes.
Miami 15-10 at dope.
I get the history.
It ain't that scary. It ain't that scary.
I get the history.
For some other teams, it might be, but we used to this.
Okay. I'm just saying.
We don't walk this plenty of time and walked out with a dub. We good.
Yeah, by the hell y'all chin.
We don't went up in there like Tyson and Holyfield on them.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you can't, that crowd still in the game. It's a tight one. They can be the difference.
Yep.
They crowd don't matter to us. It only matter to Clemson.
Oh, I don't know that.
Clemson made sure they band couldn't come.
He talking crazy.
Yeah, he talking crazy.
Clemson made sure that they couldn't bring that band to be singing that whole
I've had seen Tyler Van Dyke was trying to quiet even y'all crowd, man. Even nobody wasn't even in the damn crowd.
Exactly.
And he was trying to quiet the crowd now. And nobody ain't even in there.
Why teachers like y'all in the game? Y'all cheering.
He ain't gonna have to silent. He gonna silent for the state watch.
Oh Lord.
Y'all boys better bring. Hey, Florida State fans, that Miami game. Make sure y'all bring a real good book to read. Make sure you bring a real good book.
T2I, stop it. Y'all don't
go visit your Barnes and Nobles. Go visit your neighborhood library. Get you a nice good book to read. Because come second half, if you don't bolt it up out of there, you're gonna need something to read.
I don't think y'all gonna blow each other out. I think that's gonna be a
Does anybody know a good author that got a good book out right now that Florida State could probably have? So when Miami blowing them out, they have something good to read.
T2I, what makes you think you gonna blow them out? I get you say y'all gonna
they hot garbage
what
right
makes you think you gonna blow them out?
They hot garbage right now.
Okay. I guess.
They hot garbage right now. They can't convince me otherwise.
I don't know. It's just the matchups. I look at the matchups. I don't know about Brown on Kurt Cole. I don't know. That's a good matchup. Because Brown ain't playing like y'all thought he would.
We'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. Trust me.
Try to double Coleman, then you gotta account for
I like Porter. I love Porter. I just think he's too small to guard Johnny Wilson though. That's gonna be a problem.
Coleman finally showed up after being missing for about a whole week.
And that Coleman gonna always show up. They just
We ain't
gotta get
worried
him the
about
ball.
no
It ain't
Coleman.
about him.
We ain't worried about Coleman. Boston done gave the blueprint.
Nah,
All right.
no, you can't do that. That
Boston
man too
College
good.
already done
All
gave
right.
you the blueprint.
9 times out of 10, this man have 100 yards on Boston
They
College
only
every
targeted
game.
him because he was locked down.
All right.
I get locked down, but I get up again. You never gonna see me down. That boy got
Come on.
locked down.
Cover him, then.
Yeah.
Cover him, then you gonna have to
We
count for
all
Johnny
know
Wilson.
certain game plans are to cater to certain players sometimes. He did what just in week that week.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
They trying to
we
go to
You
Jalen
can't
and
cover
Bell.
both of them.
we see how today shake up. I would move.
Right, you can't
I'll move.
cover Bell either.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say they're gonna move Ohio State in front of Florida State today. Y'all might drop to 5.
No, they ain't gonna do that. They do that.
They
They
be
lie.
the top 10
He's
opponent.
gonna be number
They
3.
beat.
Ohio State is not better than Florida State. I don't see that.
I think
I
they're
don't
gonna
see
move
it.
them ahead of them. I think so. I think
Nah,
Florida State
he's gonna be
is gonna
number
drop
3.
to 5.
If they do that, that's
The
because
win,
they
the
just
win against
carry Notre
Clemson is not
Dame.
as impressive as y'all think it is. Clemson is not ranked.
Yeah, I get that win over Clemson is not impressive because
And
what
you
Clemson had
and you
last
add
year.
overtime with them. And they
But
literally
LA,
field goal and fumbled the game away. Y'all never
but
led that game.
who you think will win out of LSU and Notre Dame?
I'm gonna take Notre
Great
Dame.
question.
Nah, I'm not.
You
I'm
sleep.
gonna take Notre
I
Dame.
ain't taking Notre Dame.
I'm telling
That'd
you,
be a
man.
By
good game
14.
now. That's a good game because Sam Hartley. I like Sam. I like him.
I'm
But
telling
I
you.
think
LSU by
LSU just
14.
got the more raw talent. That's what I just think. I think the talent gap is different. But they're gonna be close well because Marcus Freeman.
I think Florida State. I think they're gonna move USC and if not USC, just Ohio State.
I
I
mean,
think
it's a
they're gonna
good
move
game.
them
I
ahead
can
of
see it.
y'all. I think I can see
They
y'all
probably
dropping
will.
either 5 or 6.
Yeah, they probably will do that though, because they just beat Notre Dame in that top 10 team. I can see that do happening, but I don't think Ohio State is better. From eye test, looking at them in Florida State, I don't think Ohio State better.
Right.
I think Ohio State better.
Nah, Ohio State
I think
struggled
if
to start.
Notre Dame played Florida State yesterday, they would have beat them.
Cap.
They would have beat them.
Well, TTY, you said
Cap.
that. That ain't nothing. We know you'll say that.
I think the world would say that.
Mm, that's crazy.
uh,
Crazy talk.
I think the whole world would say that.
yeah, the whole girl Jacobs was say it.
That Florida State is not who they make themselves out to be. They're not.
Uh,
Crazy talk.
I think it's all like
Talk about us. Y'all better not sleep on Georgia Tech. Real.
the way the college football is going right now. I think any of them teams in the top 10, top 15, they can get knocked off any week.
Mm,
I don't think none of them teams is too solid.
anything can happen in conference play. They gotta be ready.
I'm just glad they didn't overrate Miami in the beginning and we earning ours.
Yeah.
I think what Gators proved to me yesterday that they didn't earn that top 25 rank. If I'm the committee, Florida definitely on the chopping block today.
Five kicks against our team. Great. Yeah.
Those boys ran the Pee Wee League offense in the red zone.
That's crazy.
Man, let me get this off the screen. Let me see what's popping around college football today. What people talking about? Yeah. So Xavier Restrepo had 2 touchdowns yesterday, man. Finally got on the board with the touchdowns. He was putting up the yards. But he finally got a touchdown in. Get them 2 touchdowns in. Miami offense in 2024 is going to be killing it. It's going to be killing it. Florida, count your days. All you Florida Gator fans, y'all going to be upset with Miami next year. But y'all going to be also happy with Miami next year because we're going to help you fire Billy. We're going to help you. We're going to do what we did to Florida State with Willie Taggart, what we did for y'all with Billy. We finna whoop them.
That game gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna be all on it.
Especially if y'all don't have Tyler Van Dyke. But I think Tyler Van Dyke gonna be gone. So
He definitely be gone. He playing in garbage time, so you know they're trying to get his stats up so he can get him out of here. They letting Tyler Van Dyke play in garbage time, so you know they're trying to get them stats up so he can get up out of here. That's gonna be a good look. I think it'll be a good look for Miami, though. I think it'll be a great look for Miami if Tyler could get drafted. It'll show proofs that hey, we can put we doing the right things with this coaching staff. We can put quarterbacks in the league, so we can start getting the to want to come to.
So we know TV can get drafted. He just in a bad situation.
So if Tyler Van Dyke could get up in the first round somehow, that'll be great.
It's gonna be hard this year with the quarterbacks. He might go late.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be that hard though, because some of these top quarterbacks in the country, they still gonna come back next year.
I feel like Penix and Williams, you know, they gone for sure. You obviously what Shador does. You got Drake May.
Williams said it depends on who the top team
Notre
is.
Dame quarterback Sam Hartman. It's gonna be a tough year. I mean, talent wise, he's up there with like Taylor Williams, Drake May, and Penix. He's up there now. It all depends. I think it all depends how he do in the big games. Even if y'all lose, it all depends how he plays. He probably will go probably like
the Clemson game.
Yeah.
The Clemson game, the Florida State game,
the North Carolina.
Yeah. In North Carolina. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, why is Billy Napier trending?
Oh, Billy on Billy Bob was out there with crew last night.
Probably trying to find that man.
They said Billy.
Monte, what's up with Charles Lester, Monte?
Huh?
I said, what's up with Charles Lester?
I seen him. I got his Instagram. You can't stop them from visiting. You can't stop them.
Was the Florida Gator fans really out there booing Billy?
Like I say, I don't know. I ain't watching all.
On the final play at Tom Petty Day versus Charlotte was low key the funniest thing this past week. They say the fans was booing Billy. That's crazy.
One thing about Florida,
that's
you ain't doing it right. They will boo you in the heartbeat.
So Miami made, the fourth quarter, the night game, the club vibe in the stadium. We made it, popular. And of course, here comes the Gators. They want to.
Oh my God! Stop.
They want to follow the trend.
Ain't nobody did nothing that. So y'all saying Tom Petty?
We ain't doing no Tom Petty now.
All right then. So how we get
said it. We ain't sing no country bunking songs.
All right, then. So then, how we get that from y'all?
Y'all weren't holding up those cell phones and making it midnight club.
Yeah, bro, we've been doing that since 2017.
Ain't been
That's when
making
they
it
started.
obscene though. See, we made it popular. Y'all do it forever. Nobody cares. But when we do it, it become popular.
Why nobody don't care? Everybody does care. You want to stop
Look at
this
it this way.
logic.
Look at it this way.
This
I
man
mean,
will push some narratives.
before Miami had a turnover chain, there was other teams
What
that
y'all
had
doing?
turnover.
Nobody
That's
cares.
okay. Did Florida do that? Did Florida go try to get a chain or a backpack or anything? No.
But y'all
We
ain't
do what we do.
y'all
No, I'm telling you.
ain't
We've been having a Chucky dog. That's what we always do.
y'all ain't as a big follower as Florida State. I give that to y'all.
Okay, we don't want to follow what y'all do. Nobody thinks about Miami. Okay,
We get them both
not
by
Jacksonville.
box.
If we come up with something, it wasn't because of Miami did it. We do not do that.
Anything we touch turn to gold.
Stop it. Stop it. No, it don't. To our last 30 years, ain't nothing turned to gold. Stop it.
Man, we put on a chain, everybody else want to get a prop.
Those rusty pennies.
We go out there and get us a chain, and everybody wants something.
Well, I
Florida,
don't know.
JC Penney and
Florida, we didn't do that. So you got to talk to them.
anything Miami touch turned into gold. We got that Midas touch.
Okay. Well, when y'all touch the field, it should have been turned into gold. I don't know what was going on, man.
It's about to happen.
Okay, we gonna see. I can't wait, boy. I can't wait till y'all get in the whole y'all schedule. I want to see y'all keep that energy.
Hey, BB.
Yeah.
I hope Lester ain't eat down there. No, y'all
Everybody,
can't cook.
no, that's why they come for that good soup macaroni. That thing is irresistible,
No.
dog. They love that soup macaroni.
That Wageti.
Hope he ate nothing down
Oh,
there.
he did. He had a big pot of it.
No.
He took one,
No.
I keep
and
trying to
today
tell him,
they gonna
man.
send him a pot home today for Sunday dinner. Go with his mac with the
No.
chicken.
I keep trying to tell them they got to
No.
stop letting Katie cook, but they don't listen to me.
Nah, there ain't no Katie, man. Stop it.
Y'all need to
No
let
Katie.
Bree get in the
It's a lot
kitchen.
of
Tell Bree to get in the
Hey, you
kitchen.
know, I guess hey, too why be quiet. That's why Lester gonna come, cause Bree cooked that macaroni last night.
Katie
Yeah,
and Sue.
Bree need to get in the kitchen with her little fine ass.
Nah, Bree need to come in my
Katie and Susie.
kitchen.
Katie and Susie in the kitchen.
Nah, when y'all be seeing that, man, that be the kids making their own. Y'all don't get that.
I understand they made their own plate, but y'all made the stuff that was put on their plate.
But then they still go to Spurrier restaurant. That just them having fun.
Imagine I gave you a plate, a big old plate,
That shit still look.
and as
But
soon as you
guess
get
what?
to your house, you got to go to a restaurant. That's
The
tough.
place they ain't heard unless they recruit. We number 3. So they must love them plays.
I'm pretty sure they ain't loving that offense.
And just give it like a couple more weeks. You're gonna see some more names pop.
Tell you one thing,
Like,
Miami keep playing the way
Lester liked it
they
so much. He said he coming
play.
back for December for an official.
Offense.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, tell Lesnar I say he ain't slick. Stay away from Bree.
but
That's
that,
the reason he
but
coming back.
he can't. He can't. That's why he there because of Bree.
Everybody just come for Bree. All right,
Because the Katie and Bree. The thing that was crazy because for what we know, Raven don't even want Lester.
that's what y'all been telling me.
That was crazy.
I ain't
Yeah, it is, bro. That's true. But like I told you, with
Oh,
Billy,
snap. Oh, I got it. Somebody put it on the internet. I knew they would. Hold on. The crowd booing Billy. I knew they would.
man, waiting for that.
I knew they would do it.
Well, that ain't the first coach.
Trace back to attempt a field goal for the Gators.
was booing Billy. Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, that ain't the first time.
Awful win.
Them boys booing Billy. What else is going on in Gatorland? On the
I just told you what's going on. All we gotta do is win.
so Billy
The nigga
trying to get
won't
y'all to
feel-
temper y'all expectations.
No. He can try, but standard is standard. Nah, we know
Nah,
this
that's
shit. You
our
gotta
shit.
be patient, dog. Like me, I ain't tripping off of it. I just know we're a young team. We
Oh,
got
look at that.
complacent.
Billy believes the
From Belt.
Gators red zone issues are easy to fix.
I
Why
mean,
ain't why you ain't fix them then?
and then what got me though, a lot of those like fourth downs he should have went for it. They were like 4-2, 4-1. He just went and kicked it. But in a way, we kind of did need that because we need to see if we had a kicker because our kicking probably been bad.
Y'all
I
still taking
think
a
the
swing at
bright
this
spot
thing.
about that, we found out we got a field goal kicker now. I have to say that.
Y'all still taking a swing at this guy, even though he's on him.
Oh, Roberts. Oh, we didn't whip on. Well, okay, you can take that.
Yeah, you did. You whiffed on him.
We whipped on him.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah, definitely whiffed.
so why he? Okay, there's a reason why he back. We didn't whip on him.
Man,
We
there's a lot
just
of teams that's committed everywhere else. They still gonna take visits. So
yeah, but nobody.
That was it from
What
But
about
see,
Lamar?
what you don't realize though, yeah, he'll take a visit, but nobody saw him coming because he wasn't even prioritized like that no more. But after we lost that decommit, he back in the fold. But
Man,
we didn't whip on him. We just let him go to Texas. Really?
what? Make that make
Because
sense.
we already had our D tackles for this class.
Y'all just let him go to Texas. Ken,
Yeah, I
That's
can't
crazy.
tell you
I'm
everything
disappointed.
else, but yeah, we
I'm
let
disappointed in
him
you,
go.
Ken.
We pretty
I'm
much let him
disappointed.
go. But
Ken,
not no more.
Ken,
You
I'm
say now,
disappointed.
we trying to flip him back now though. He
Hold on,
don't take
we
much.
got Ken in here. Ken, I'm disappointed in you.
So,
No, I ain't gonna flip them back.
I don't know
okay.
if you can hear us,
We
Ken,
might
on
not,
the phone,
but
but
we're going
I'm
back after though.
Ken told me that if Florida State win yesterday, I should come live. He gonna come in. We gonna talk. I went live. We were live for about an hour. Ken was missing in action, like Florida State's offense.
All right.
But man, that boy
I
done
said,
double back. I guess.
my bad, bro. I went to sleep after the game, man.
I would have went to sleep too with that boring ass off.
All right,
Boy,
man.
this man teach you why. Boy, Miami get the offense 1 year. They don't know how to act.
Bro, y'all played simple, bro.
I'm telling
Y'all
you, I'm
played
trying to tell you, bro.
That
They,
offensive line almost put Jordan Travis to sleep.
that tell you how bad that
All right.
offense been for so long.
I hope that ain't no Florida Gator talking no trash when they kick 5 field goals in a game.
We heard. So y'all gonna teach you why?
Oh, wait a minute. That's a treatment right now.
I ain't know.
Got him! Got him!
5 field goals is insane.
Man,
5 field
Hey,
goals is
hey,
crazy.
hey, 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 don't act like y'all didn't do it under Willie Taggart now. Just
February
chill out. I
is
wouldn't even talk to Chad about Florida State.
five
I thought
dollar
you just said so. That's
football.
why I said that.
No, I said Miami.
Oh, my bad, bro. I digress. I digress. Miami got to see some teams. They got some teams coming up. They've been talking a lot of trash, bro. They got some teams coming up. For real.
What was this for
And
Charlotte,
y'all play Clemson too,
Florida
bro.
fans?
Y'all play Clemson, bro. Y'all better keep that same energy y'all got for us, for y'all, niggas.
Right.
Man,
Hey, what up, T2R?
man, what's going on, boss?
Hey, to get on that whole booing Billy situation, they wasn't booing him. They was booing the play calling because they wanted him to go for it instead of kicking a field goal.
So technically, they
And
were booing him because he called the field goal.
oh, I understand that. I understand. I'm not denying it. What I'm saying is that's what they was booing. They wasn't mad because they didn't do anything. They was mad because it's fourth and maybe half a shoelace and we still trying to go for a field goal against a D7 team.
My, my dog went to that game, bro. He disappointed in y'all and you up offense, bro.
Madam,
He's saying it's embarrassing that y'all
ma'am.
go in the red zone.
Oh,
Florida
you want
fans,
me to
Florida fans, maybe you can explain the situation to me.
what you gonna bring me some
But
back?
what's the deal with the absence of Kamari Wilson?
You want me to tell you the truth? Because I had looked into that yesterday and a couple of days before that. The truth is he's gonna transfer out at the end of the season because he's not getting any
There's
PT.
some
Uh, I don't
maybe
think
some break or
I
something.
don't think he fit or he's playing up to par in practice, or he's just not showing Billy or the coaching staff that he's like that guy. I think he gonna wind up transferring, maybe go to the ACC or to another
Hey, Kamari
conference.
Wilson, you see how Cam playing. You see how William James Williams playing. Come on down to a real team. Come on down. We
Oh,
recruited you heavily. We know what you made of. Come on down.
and that's the crazy
Put him
part.
at
Recruited him heavy too.
what
He
position y'all
recruited
gonna
him
put him
too.
at? Cause
Safety.
he okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna
It's
put
the
him at
reason why he's transferring because he can't play safety in Florida.
That's not true.
Y'all
That
safety.
okay.
Y'all
Where you get
safety.
That
that from?
Y'all
That
secondary
is
he's
true.
is
That's
he's
very
trash.
not
true.
he's not playing at Florida because he's not making plays in practice.
That's not true because they want him that linebacker ever since last year.
Okay.
linebacker. Wow.
All right. So you
Yeah,
recruit somebody
that's
that's
why
the
he's
size of a
unhappy
safety and try to put him at linebacker.
because
Listen,
he don't have good
we might
feet.
have two
Raymond don't
safety.
like him at safety.
We might have two C's get drafted this year. Come on down, my guy. We'll take
Well,
care of
go
you.
ahead. Y'all can take him.
Listen, man,
We'll take him
we'll leave
too.
the light on for you. We Motel 6.
Well, I know Florida State was supposed to be the one supposed to get him when if he was
Yeah,
to hit the
we'll
40.
we'll, we'll take him.
I do know that.
We'll take
Go
him.
to
We need
Florida
If we
State for
somebody. We
what, though?
need
Florida
somebody
State
to
safeties
we need
is
somebody
men.
to replace Cypress, man.
I already know that was supposed to happen because that was supposed to happen last year. That's why he always tweeting.
we really being honest, I don't, it's not like he would have really. I don't think he really was like a difference maker for Florida. I'm not saying he's not a difference maker player. I'm saying for Florida, I don't think he would have been like a huge. Oh
No,
well,
he's not.
we're gonna miss this guy if he leaves type of
Nope.
player. Now
Nope. Nope. Nope.
he's more like okay. At this point, he's a depth player, like a depth chart player. Like okay, well we got Kamari Wilson, third or fourth string if it comes to that, but hopefully it don't come to that. And it happens to every team.
You
Like you
boys
might
said we
have
got
one
a
player.
five-star safety that's a depth chart piece. Boy, I tell you.
Well, TTY just because he was a 5 star coming out of high school don't mean he's a five. He playing like one. He just
Yeah,
don't
Right.
have the feet.
That just tell me y'all coaches can't develop nothing.
So
I
Corey
wouldn't
Raymond
say
can't
No,
that.
develop, but he got a true freshman that started was the freshman of the week, but he
That's
can't
why I
develop.
fell for.
Okay,
That's why I fell for the
that sounds
Corey
very
Raymond
crazy.
hype.
Every
Hold on,
Come
flyer
wait.
That
on
player
down
sounds
ain't
here,
gonna be
very
a five
my
crazy.
star.
guy. Listen, my guy, come on down.
That sounds crazy.
Gidry and a
Well,
Dave
y'all get him. Go get him.
come
Y'all
on
want him?
down.
Go get him.
We'll take care of you.
So
And
y'all
first
gonna go
off,
get him? He in the
he
portal.
was a
He
four
ain't hit the
star
water yet,
safety. He
did he?
wasn't a 5 star.
He was a
And
5 star, but then they dropped him after the
Did
bad
he,
week he had at
did
the
he hit
unknown
the
moment.
quarter yet? Did he hit the
And it
quarter
was a
yet?
reason. Pretty
he,
much. Pretty
he
much he's
hit.
been there.
and not only
I mean, but
not
if he
only
ain't
that,
officially in there, we ain't going to get him because we don't be doing that tampering stuff.
Man, everybody tell me stop that T2Y.
We don't be doing that
no.
tampering. Everybody else
Also,
do it but us.
also, you said something about him being a five
Hey,
star
definitely.
and he's supposed to, be all American and all that. Graham Mertz was a 5 star coming out of high school,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody called him trash in his
Real true.
time at Wisconsin, and now he at Florida, and everybody like, well, y'all got a trash
Wisconsin.
quarterback. But he was a 5-star, highly recruited quarterback coming out of high
He
school.
was the number 3 quarterback.
Exactly. Like sometimes them 5-stars don't really
It was
mean
just a
that.
bad fit. He just should
I
have never
think
went
it.
to West Clemson
Yeah, I was
because
about to
he
say.
played in the shotgun in high school.
Don't look
That
like he
man
should have
said.
went to Florida from yesterday.
That man said
Man, Merch
Wisconsin.
ain't been the problem. People keep taking. We don't need Merch to be no world beater. Merch is doing what he's supposed to do.
He's a game manager. Like
That's all
everybody.
he is.
Let's be honest. Like
That's
I
all
don't
we need.
for
For.
for for some teams are built different. Like Georgia,
Yeah.
they're built like, okay, well, all we got to do is not turn the ball over, and we got a 90% success rate to win the game. Florida, they got a system where as long as Graham Mertz don't turn the ball over, they have a chance to win the game.
Got a
You know
chance.
what I'm saying? But then you got teams like South Carolina where Spencer Rattler got to show up, or they gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Or you got teams like Ohio State where if they
Damn, if TVD show up, y'all not gonna
yeah,
gotta
if
show up.
Travis if
Drake
Travis Hunter
May,
don't
he
show up.
gotta show up.
Hey,
Michael
but
Penny's at Watts to show up.
Travis Hunter just played in that game yesterday. They still got their ass fried. Don't do that.
You said what?
If Travis Hunter would have played in that game yesterday, he would have got fried.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm
They
just giving you an
still the
example though. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah, they got
that's
their ass dug. Only way they would have won that game if Oregon would have showed up.
I think the only
that's
way they win that game is if Bo
Bo
Nixon.
Nix
Yeah.
not playing.
Yeah,
If Bo Nix don't.
If Oregon would have stayed at the crib, they would have won. Thrown in the towel or something like that.
But back to what you were saying though, like it's levels to it because Graham Mertz isn't the type of quarterback to take the top off of a defense. Like he's not. That's not his play style. That's not what he came to. That's not what we brought him to Florida for. So like you got Jaden Daniels who can put up 5 touchdowns a game. Yeah, that's cool and all because their offense is supposed to be built like that. But Florida offense isn't built like that. They're built to have the ball for 7-8 minutes a drive and control the game time, the game flow. Keep the defense off the field and keep the offense off the field and move the ball effectively. Maybe get a field goal here, field goal there, and get a punch in with a touchdown maybe out of 5 drives. That's Florida. That's just where we at right now this year. That's the truth. It ain't gonna work on every team, but it's gonna work on enough teams to at least get a couple more dubs. Just saying, like, because a lot of people keep saying, well, Florida, y'all, offense is trash, this ain't third. Bro, we don't have an explosive offense this year. We have a very good run game, and we got a very young receiving core with Ricky Pearsall leading the receiving room. Like, what?
5 field goals. That is crazy.
And I understand that. I completely get that. You know what I'm saying? And I said that earlier yesterday when we was on live after Florida State won. I said Charlotte is one of them teams, like they're not good or nothing like that, but the way Florida is built right now, that'll be a game. It's a reason why Florida was only favored by 28. Even though they didn't even cover the spread. It's a reason why Florida was only favored by 28. Because Florida's not a team to put up 50 points in a game. Or even
nah,
40.
we ain't built to do that yet.
They're not built to go on no high scoring, that's why the defense gotta play lights out like that because if we
Yeah,
get into a shootout with a team like FSU, if it's a shootout, we're not gonna be able to
we
keep
gonna
up.
lose.
The defense ain't if
Well, you
they
already
taking
know what time it is, boy. We loaded. We
Oh,
locked and
look.
loaded.
Oh,
You
Florida
already
State
know what time
trending
it is.
too. Let's see what they saying about Florida State.
But see, we'll be in the game with Florida State. Y'all ain't got no defense.
you said what?
We'll be in the game with Florida State. They ain't got no defense.
I wouldn't
I
got
would
no defense.
no,
I
All
mean,
that's
right.
not true. That's not
already.
true.
All right.
Florida State does have a
They
defense.
Bro,
don't.
what are you
You
talking about, bro? You been watching the
All
game,
right.
bro?
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I've been watching it. I've
that's
been
why I
watching
What
it.
don't know.
defense we don't
Bro,
got,
you
bro?
is not, bro. You one of them fake fans that don't really watch sports, bro. Because if you,
Who a fake
I,
fan, bro? You don't
bro,
know me from a can of paint. How you gonna call me a
Bro, he
fake
just
fan? You
said
don't know
Florida
because
me.
State don't
You
got
don't
no
you
know
just
what I
said,
defense.
watch.
They
bro, you
read
just
they
You
said
don't
they
Florida
know what
read
State
I
don't
watch.
have
in the
no
top 10.
defense, bro.
They
He said
don't.
Florida
What
State
ain't
don't
ranked
have
that
no
in
defense.
defense?
Bro, we played a couple dumb, sorry, trash teams, and
I'm
all of a
not
sudden
talking.
our
I
defense.
ain't say that. I'm not basing it off of that.
I'm basing it off of what we done saw in the last 3-4
I
weeks.
said Florida State. I ain't say Florida.
This is a gated world.
I'm just
I
saying,
said
bro. You said
I
Florida
said a
State don't have
Florida
no
State fan.
defense.
They don't.
Florida, okay. I like their defense to give us problems. I'm
Anybody give us
watching.
problem at any
I,
time.
This
I'm
ain't
just
even no
saying.
fan stuff. You tripping, bro? They defense, they stand up. They got a bend, don't break in the red zone, bro.
I see that.
Right.
That's true. I see
They
Right.
that.
got one of the best red zone defenses in the nation, bro.
I
Yep.
see that. But you can move the ball up and down the
Got no
field.
defense though. You
But
can,
so you
bro. That
That's a
don't matter.
bend.
You can move the
That's what you
ball
call
all day,
bend and don't
bro.
break.
Tell
I
me what,
get that.
bro. Just what? Hold on, bro. Just tell me what team has won with yardage on in a game with no touchdown.
Nobody. You gotta score. I
What you
get that
talking
part. But I
about?
just
So how long
told
we
you
got
what I
defense,
was talking
bro?
about.
The
I
defense
just told
show
you what I
up,
was
bro.
talking about.
The defense
I
show up,
said if
bro.
you
We
can
ain't gonna do
score in the
nothing.
red zone on them,
We ain't gonna
you
do
can
nothing. But
beat
keep
them.
telling them boys I ain't trying to. I ain't making no excuses, bro. But like we ain't gonna do nothing. But we can't do nothing but get better with them playing together like they playing, bro. Because our defense
Of course,
already
yeah,
got
yeah. Look, the
like,
season go on. I'm just saying right now. Right now.
bro. If y'all was to
Of
play
course
us
you can
today, bro.
get better as the season go. Anybody can
If
get
y'all
better.
was to play us
I'm not
today,
down there.
if y'all was to play us today, bro, I don't see how y'all would win that game, bro.
Who?
Not with y'all can't score no touchdowns.
Um,
Y'all ain't finna beat Florida State with no field goals.
Actually, I
nah,
think
nah,
Florida.
nah. You
I
got to
think.
score touchdown.
Not
I
one
think.
field goal, maybe five.
I think
Nah,
Nah,
Florida
you need
stand
nah, you
up.
need touchdown. You
I
need
think
five.
Florida show up for that
Uh,
game.
Yeah.
I think Florida show up for that Florida State game.
yeah, we're gonna show up. That's Charlotte. Y'all basing that off Charlotte.
Yeah,
bro,
and
I'm
that's
just
in.
being honest, bro. Y'all ain't finna beat Florida State kicking field goals, bro. Just like Florida State ain't
Nobody,
gonna
you,
beat
we not gonna beat
kicking
nobody
field
kicking
goals.
field goals.
Just
Well,
beat somebody
see,
kicking field goals,
well, you can't
I
really
feel,
even talk, bro, because didn't y'all just let a team come back 31-10? So
bro.
that's what I'm
anything
talking about.
happen.
We
Anything
won that
happen,
Anything can
game,
bro.
bro.
happen.
I get where you
Yeah,
coming from
y'all
with
won.
this,
Did we
though.
win
Yeah.
that game kicking field
Yeah,
goals?
y'all won. But that's not the
Win
point.
that game
What we said.
kicking field goals. Hey, shit
Yeah,
happened,
y'all won
bro.
the game.
Last week was a crazy week for every top 10 team, bro, in the nation.
See, but you
Yep.
kind of
So
spreading out the goalposts. What
the
I'm saying
craziness
is,
it's college football. Craziness
I
happen, bro.
get
What
that.
I'm saying
I
is
get that.
y'all ain't finna beat a team that can score by kicking field goals, bro. I don't care
I
how much
don't
No,
yardage
think
you
we
that's. I
already
don't
know
think that.
that. That
I don't
anybody
think
know
that'll be
football
Florida
know that.
approach. I don't think that'll be Florida approach with Florida State because
I
I
ain't
think
talking
No,
they'll.
it
about
won't. It won't.
I
Yeah.
ain't trying to knock nothing about Florida. I'm just being real, bro.
No,
You
no,
said
you know, we ain't saying that.
y'all
We ain't saying you nothing.
you said our defense, we ain't got no defense, but literally teams can't, bro. Teams have not been able to win the game when it's on the line.
Okay, so now you're getting past the spot where I was agreeing with you. I'm with you at that first half, but teams have shown that they can score on Florida State. I was saying when I
I
said
say
Florida
they couldn't
State,
score on us. I say
I
they
just,
couldn't. The all right, listen, bro. The second half of every game that we played in, bro. How many touchdowns have them teams put up in the second half in like the fourth quarter? Clemson got 7 points.
I
you
get you.
want to
I
you want
get
to
you.
count Clemson?
I'm
I
just,
mean,
Yep.
I ain't trying. I'm just saying,
I
like
know I get that, but what about Boston College? How many touchdowns they scored in the second half?
that's both Boston, but they also that's also a team that we
Okay,
played.
that's a
That
game. What
that's
about the
also
team
a team.
before that?
Yeah.
That's also a team that we played. That game always be crazy.
I
For
get that, but
13,
you
we
was
won
asking a question, and I was just giving you.
We lost. We
Bro, you
won.
going all the way back 10 years
They
now,
played us
bro.
I'm
hard.
just saying to show you what I'm saying. Boston almost beat us.
I get I get where you're going with it. I get where you're going with it. Like, okay, well, some games teams are gonna show up versus other teams. I can give you that. You know what I'm saying? That's every conference with teams like that. What the original argument was when I said when he said Florida State don't have a defense. As a Gator fan, I was agreeing with Florida State when I said they got a defense. It's just not all. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all world
Oh no,
like how
I
they
ain't
made.
saying
You
we
know,
ain't like that now. That
nah,
D line might be like that, but our
yeah.
secondary is. Our
That's
secondary.
what
That's
I
what I'm
was.
saying.
That's what
That's
I
what I'm
Gotta,
agree.
saying.
we gotta
I
get.
I think
We gotta get
I think that
that boy
secondary
I
is
Henry.
think
where
you
it's
just
at.
got
We gotta get
holes
that boy right beside of there,
in the
man. That nigga
secondary.
can't cover nobody.
Yeah, y'all
And
can't cover. That's y'all
and
weakness.
let me just put this out there before
Cypress
all the
cover.
people that's not for everybody that's not
Yeah.
really like
Yeah, AZ can't cover.
that's not what that didn't watch that game with Florida, and I know everybody like, oh well, they played Charlotte. I hope y'all know them boys run a 2 quarterback offense, and they run like a pistol wishbone with all those trick plays and stuff. Like I'm not giving them the excuse of oh well y'all couldn't figure it out. I'm not saying that, but how often did you play a offense go against an offense that starts 2 quarterbacks?
You see,
But do you think the defense played bad?
You say what?
I just think it was all on the offense.
No, no, no,
Did
no,
you
no.
think the defense played bad?
I didn't say that. I'm not saying that.
No, I ain't saying you said that. I'm asking a question.
Yeah,
You
no,
say
no,
you
no.
said that.
I personally think the defense could have played a little bit better. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I seen how the game
gotta get
played out, and that touchdown that they got. I'm gonna be honest with you. They earned that one because,
they did.
look at that offense. You know how much you got to think about as a linebacker with that type of offense.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
they was doing some stuff that Florida be doing when they run that pistol, motioning 4 tight ends and a running back, and then shifting over. Like, come on now, bro. Let's be real. Some teams they're different. I'm not saying they're good, but
I
some
just
teams they're
then
different.
another thing is I think we rotated too much
That
on
too.
defense at times.
Yeah,
We had too many freshmen on the field at once.
they needed that.
Sometimes that was just crazy.
I
We
think they
did need
needed
it.
that.
We do. That's true. I agree
Because
with that.
a prime example, Kelby Collins, freshman. I think he
Yeah,
need every snap that they put him in because looking into the future, he's gonna be a factor for
he have
Florida.
to. He have to.
Yeah, he's gonna be a factor because he was a highly recruited player for Florida. He has to
gotta
be
stack
there.
this on that one.
But
But as much as you can.
fortunately for college football, defense
Early
was
days.
you could throw freshmen out there to get their legs wet and stuff. But I think Billy understood that okay, one, we need to address this special teams issue because for the first 3 games that has been a problem for us. So I
Yup.
wasn't mad. I was not mad at all those field goals. I granted I would have liked touchdowns, but Florida struggled on special teams the
That's
most
what
for
I.
the past 3 games.
That's
Like
what I told TCY earlier. I said
I
the positive we got out of we found out we got a field goal kicker.
yeah, like I would venture to say
But
I'm not
did it
Billy.
have to take you 5 kicks to find it out?
Hey,
No,
yeah,
no,
TCY,
you
you must
no.
have. To
Hey,
me, yes.
TCY,
To
you
me,
right.
yes,
You
because it
right.
was bad. We were missing extra points.
Yeah. I'm just being honest, and that's the kind of
To
stuff.
me, yeah,
That's the
I
it
think
was
kind of
that
that
stuff
was
that you
bad.
called
can't do.
him up. That's who that should have
Uh,
called.
Hey,
and
you
then the
right about
thing
that,
is, Trey Smith was a top kicker in the country. I don't even know why he wasn't big kicking. I don't get it.
man. Let's be real. Let's be real. Florida, like, if you really looked at that game, Florida was kind of just trying to figure out some stuff. At the same time,
He was.
they're not as talented to be able to score that many points that they needed to be satisfied and then do all that extra stuff. It was one or the other. I think it's one or the other. Either you go all out and you play like you played against Tennessee, or you sit there and you say, okay, well, let's fix the stuff that we've been messing up on. Let's get those little kinks out because O-line, y'all can say they played horrible, but the truth is, with the people that were suspended and with injuries, that's what the O-line looks like. It is what it is. It is what it
Yeah,
is. Like, it ain't no beating around the bush. Florida weak point is the offensive line. That's why Graham Mertz got to get the ball out of his hand in 2.5 seconds. That's why the
second.
play design is.
True.
That's why the play
That's
design is to
true.
get him to get the ball out of his hand every 2 seconds. The O line not gonna give him 4 or 5 seconds. They're not, especially with what we
Not
got coming
consistent.
ahead. Yeah,
No.
they might give him one play that he got 5 seconds in the pocket, and then the next 2 plays that we're gonna have to run the ball because
That's
they
why
not gonna.
sometimes I don't say it's Billy play calling all the time. Sometimes he gotta call it because our whole line can't hold up.
Yeah,
Now
Like it beats people
let's not
open when
close
we
this
try to
was.
take deep shots, but
This
he don't
was
have the time to throw it.
this was a 29-yard field goal. This man missed.
Oh, yeah. Clemson. Yeah.
you don't
But
think
Dabo
Billy
was
saw that?
crazy. Dabo was crazy for putting that in the kicker hand anyway. You should have
What are
Y'all
you
just
still
talking
be
you
talking
about?
about the
trying to
kick, but they still had
Listen,
a chance to win the
I
game
can't put
though.
it in the kicker's hand for 29 yards.
but that man just came off the
Hey,
street.
But that's a,
He's been at the
because he
program
got
but
long
they
cut.
still had a chance to
enough.
win.
That
He was
man,
on the
They
team
still had a chance
before,
to
but he
win.
He
got
was on
cut
the
because he
program
couldn't make.
long enough.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
couldn't
know.
make field goals. You this and now we saw
Well,
why they cut him the first time.
see
Now
why
we
that
saw
just
why
looked
they
like Florida the first 3 weeks. We would needed the kicker to win against Tennessee. We would have lost.
just being honest with you.
I didn't believe in it. I didn't
You
believe in
won't.
Mariano Mahalo.
And I tell you this, if you watch that Florida game, you saw that even the crowd was a little okay with that 54-yard field goal that Billy was like, okay, we ain't gonna go for
Yeah,
this
we
no more
needed that.
because we don't know what kind of kicker we got. We
We
really didn't. We really
really
didn't
did.
because like we really that's a
See, Brett,
problem because
hold on. Brett McMurphy, you need to be slapped. How the hell you gonna put out a new
You know you
AP
don't.
poll talking about some you put Florida State as number one? What the bruh?
All right.
that's why you can't talk to Florida
All
State
right.
fans.
This man be looking for clicks, bro. God dog,
That's why
every week.
that's why you can't talk to them Florida State fans, boy. They unrealistic.
Every
Let
week, these people put out these unrealistic polls.
let them tell it. They the best team every year. And if anybody beat them, it was because the refs threw 12 flags, and it's just they not their day. It is never because another team
How you
was
That's
gonna
better
some
than
put
damn
them.
crazy
and how
shit.
That
you
sounds
gonna
like
put the
Tennessee.
Florida Gators as the number 20 team? Come on, Brett McMurphy, you
Yeah.
doing too much for these clicks in life.
Number 20, 20.
Georgia #3. Oh
You
man.
got
First off,
Texas number 2. My God, you got
Right
Michigan
now,
at 6.
it's hard to say anybody number one.
no, it's
Man,
not.
that's crazy.
No, it's not. It's only like three teams that can
You know,
contend for
the
number
only
one
one
right
he
now.
probably got right is Miami at 17. That's
I would
crazy.
say you don't think Texas is the number 3 team in the country?
I
I
don't think
think
they're number
Texas
2.
is.
I
I
think they
think
number 3 or
Texas
number
out of
2.
all those teams, they play the best offense and defense.
You think Florida
I
State the number
well,
1 team in the country right now?
no, I think Florida State probably.
I
If
don't
you
even
ask
think
me,
Florida State fans think that.
#2.
I think in real life, Florida State really they
Realistically.
like number 7. I think they're still a top 10 team, but
I
#7.
say
Oh, you
6.
sleep.
I
I'm
say
crazy.
6.
That man said number 7.
I
I'm
think
crazy.
Florida
I say
State,
6.
they
I think
potential
Ohio
on offense,
State is better
that
than
would
them.
make them top 5, dog. They potential
I think
on offense.
Ohio State is better than that.
top
I think USC
5,
is better than them.
Yeah, y'all are top. So y'all not a top
Yeah.
5 team?
Florida State.
Yeah, I think Florida State is a top 5 team.
I said 7 out of respect for the
4-3.
fact that what we saw them mess up on. That's
I get what
I didn't say they wasn't a top
All
10
all teams.
team. Hey look, I'm not no commentator, no none of that. We going off of everybody's personal opinions. I'm just saying they're a top 10 team, but maybe number 7 because of that Boston game and then how they maneuver around the football field, not just on offense, but on both sides of the ball.
All teams have
If you look
tough
if you
games.
look
That's
at
what
the
I'm saying.
They're gonna
ESPN
win.
I don't think it's
overall
no complete
efficiency,
team.
if you look at ESPN overall efficiency, Washington 1, Oklahoma 2, Oregon 3, Texas 4, Ohio State 5, Miami 6, Penn State 7, Michigan 8, Florida State 9, and USC 10.
Georgia ain't even in there.
That's based on efficiency.
And
Well, yeah,
see,
those are
I
not official.
also I also blame the
He
schedules
said
though, bro,
those are not
because
efficient.
bro, like if you look at the schedule, okay, look, Washington, besides UCLA, did they just play UCLA yesterday, right? Washington or Washington State? Well,
No, Washington. Who did Washington play?
they just
They
played
play
UCLA, right?
Cal. Cal. They
Yeah,
play Cal. Right?
Cal. I knew it was one of them California teams, and I'm pretty sure they beat the doors off of them.
Yeah, they
Washington,
did.
they have a really efficient quarterback. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that they got a really good
Yeah.
quarterback play back there. They got a really good offense. I'm not gonna lie. So I can understand Washington is in a top efficient team. Y'all got Florida. They got Florida State in top 10 as efficient. I mean, I guess I'm not knocking it. I'm not going to say that's not true because they did enough to win the games that they did. You know,
Right.
I'm not gonna take a win from a team that won and they won and it's 0-0 at the end of the clock. So I mean, yeah, but some of those teams that was inefficient, bro, come on now, strength of schedule and who they played. You could play Wyoming 10 times a year and you're gonna look like Peyton Manning in the backfield. But you know what's gonna be? I think Texas is gonna fall off though. Their defense ain't gonna be as good as it needs to be to play against some of the stronger opponents. Because
y'all believe this right here? Y'all believe this right here? This guy says Washington and Oregon the best two teams right now.
Nah, I think Georgia do the same thing they did last time to Oregon, and I don't think it'll be close. I think Bo Nix. It really is do or die for him. Like either y'all gonna. This is their year to try to go for a championship run. Because after this year, who do they got coming back at quarterback? And
know what go is?
Good question.
just saying, Bo Nix that man don't threw 55 plus touchdowns for 2 schools. How many? Like, let's be real. Bo Nix don't been in school. I think Bo Nix came out of high school when I did. I'm just being honest. Like, come on now. I'm not taking that from him. I'm not saying he ain't good. I personally think he's not a first round. I don't think he's no first round quarterback or anything or nothing like that. But I definitely think Oregon, this is the chance. This is their year to try to make a run because what's really in their path?
Right.
Seriously, like what's really in their path? Who in their path right now?
I think they play on USC
and Oregon State.
Oregon State, yeah.
And Oregon State just lost.
Ew.
Morgan, it sound like you moving furniture.
Or underwater.
Sound like you're underwater right now. Like you're blowing bubbles.
He must be searching.
Drowning in that Kool-Aid.
Hey, TTY, he must be down there searching for Florida State consistency.
You got to go out and come back in, Marcus. You sound muffled.
No, I haven't said nothing besides good morning.
We got some kind of consistency.
That play that you showing with Ricky Pearson.
You gotta lie. Your mic is live.
That play that you showing with Ricky Pearson, that probably was the highlight of the game.
Go out and come back in.
That boy sound like an NPC over there. Yeah, but that play that
was a good
that play that you showing with Ricky Pearson, that right there was probably the highlight play of the game. That was a really good catch.
That was the only highlight of the game.
Nah, it was another highlight. It was another highlight.
All the rest field goals.
Nah,
That's
the
crazy.
touchdown was a highlight. Back to that tight end. To the tight end.
We played the whole highlights at the beginning. Y'all ain't. It wasn't even a highlight. It was a low light.
It was a light. Hey, listen. It was a light.
We was in.
I know all about you. Stop lying.
Light was dim.
Listen, 2023 Miami got an offense. We're not even in the same category as you guys.
It's a good.
I know we talked like y'all last year.
I'm about to say next year y'all won't have that.
That's why when people keep telling me what they're gonna do to us, and last year, I ain't
about to talk last year. Now y'all got an offense this year.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them Florida State fans, they think it's last year.
Yeah, I don't think
it's last year. You can see the difference. I don't see the difference in y'all improvement.
Hey, what's the new name for Florida State? Knowles. That's his last name.
Yeah.
He ain't going to transfer.
Kevin Knowles.
Yeah, he just going.
They just trying him out for like a new position. That's why he's looking like that. Baby.
I thought, what's the name? What's the dude from Louisville? The transfer guy. I thought he was a nickel.
No, he a corner. Cypress, he a corner.
No, not Cypress. The one from Louisville, number 21.
The one from Louisville.
Yeah,
Cypress trash, man.
I ain't talking about Cypress. Cypress come from Virginia.
Hey, to the
What's his
Seminole fans,
name?
do
Louisville.
y'all think
Yeah.
Jordan Travis is gonna make it through the season without getting like injured?
Who?
Jordan
He
Travis,
just need to slide,
bro.
bro.
I'm
He
just
just need to
saying.
slide.
I'm just
He
saying
got to start.
because
Man, you can't slide when them
He
sacks
gotta
coming
start
in.
sliding.
I'm just being honest.
Jordan,
I don't.
He got
Jordan
sacked.
Travis should be all right, man. He'll be all
He
right.
ain't got sacked.
When them sacks come in, when them boys be lighting them up, he can't slide on those.
If
He
they
ain't even
get to
turned
him.
up yet. That's the crazy part.
Do y'all question Mike Norvell play calling at certain points of the game
I do.
sometimes? Okay.
I do. Yes, sir.
Can I?
I
I'm gonna
do.
be honest with you.
I think sometimes with his play calling, he be holding y'all back.
Oh snap! Mike Norvell trending. Let's see what that about.
He be in his own way sometimes, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I think he does.
I hate that.
So Florida.
Sometimes this shit works, sometimes it
I
don't.
think that's part of coaching.
Yeah.
That same thing with Billy Napier.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Yeah.
works, sometimes it don't. And if it worked, then everybody be like, okay, well that was a good play. But when it don't,
They
bro,
eat it up.
yeah, fire
Yeah.
Billy
Hey,
Napier.
what?
Terrible coaching. We need an offensive coordinator. All that.
If the shit,
Like, come on now.
if the shit work, he'll look like a
Right,
genius.
you damn.
You never led in regulation. What did you learn about your team, specifically your defense, with that final stand?
What a response. And, we talk about that all the time. These guys have incredible heart. They played. I told them it was going to take 60 minutes, and then going in overtime, it took a few more. But just love what I saw from our guys. Never panicked. Just continue to play. There's some, obviously some ugly moments, but, they just continued to fight and did what they needed to do to get the win.
Speaking of heart, Jordan Travis pressured a lot in the first half. What kind of guts did you see from your quarterback down the stretch?
He's a winner. And,
Why
he's
does
just
this
such a
man
great
always
leader
sound like
for
he
this
about
team.
to
The
cry?
way our guys.
You said
Clemson man in the background look like he finna steal
he
Norvell.
should have.
That man always sound like he about to cry, man.
So is
Alright.
Florida State offensive
Alright.
line like trash or injured just like Florida, or y'all? That's just
See,
how y'all play too.
this is why I say y'all probably need to go ahead and tell this.
Center was injured,
Y'all
but
probably
he
need
had
to go
came
ahead and
back.
tell this man to hit the portal.
You said y'all is busted up on the offensive line too, or is it just one player?
Yeah,
Is it?
but he had Mohad came back for the Clemson game. The center.
I saw that because before y'all had like a 6'3", 290-pound
Duke
center,
might
then
actually.
y'all it moved to y'all. The
I don't
next
trust this
man
Florida
up was
State
like.
team because you got too many things.
Did y'all see this yesterday?
No, I ain't
I don't trust this Florida State team because you got too many things just falling your way right now. Like Duke might actually be great, but Duke beat Clemson 28-7. You needed overtime. I don't get it. That's not a number 3 team to me. It's not a number 4 team to me. It's barely a top 10 team to me. And the worst part about this is they probably will run into the ACC. I don't trust this Florida State team because
I say it, but everybody don't take me serious. This man said that's tough. That's tough.
The difference was T2I. You was trolling, but you
Have
was
you
being
actually
for
ever
real.
listened to that dude?
But
That dude is a clown.
I troll a lot. I'm dead serious on this. I'm dead serious on this. Florida State is not who
But what I'm saying though,
they
you
hyping them
might
up.
be dead serious, but people be thinking you troll so much that it'd be hard to take you serious.
Yeah, I give you that because let's be honest, Duke and being good in football don't even really go in the
He
same
said I'm
sentence.
he said I'm the king at finding bullshit. Man.
No who but he is.
I'm just saying, but
But y'all be listening to that dude as a clown. Only thing he do is troll.
Look like you seem like he be trolling.
He be trolling Miami and Florida and the rest of the team too. He'll troll. He looks weird as hell.
But he an Oklahoma fan though, so
Oh,
I'll
you
take
talking
him
about
serious.
RJ? Yeah, RJ Oklahoma fan.
I'll take him
man,
serious anyway.
I don't even take
You remember?
Oklahoma. Oklahoma not as good as they
I
making
think it worked
themselves
for
seem
Fox
playing
now.
nobody.
Yeah, whoever this guy is, shame on you for letting that man get wide open like that.
And you know what? Action that.
Oh, Mr. 50-50 ball.
Wait, is this a girl kicker?
That's about the only position that they're allowed that's like okay for them to play without getting hurt.
He came in at quarterback, right?
This is a HBCU. Oh yeah, you can tell by the hips. That bitch a girl kicker. Wow, that man ain't go to. That's tough.
As expected.
The main breed.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like Will Smith, keep my wife name out your goddamn mouth.
When is that Miami Florida State game?
11th, November 11th.
11
of October or November?
November.
Okay.
They pushed it. Used to be in October.
That's why I asked, because I was like, y'all should be getting ready to play them in a couple weeks.
And the Clemson game usually be in November, and they put it in September.
Yeah, I think they play Miami. That's
Yeah, they play Clemson before they play us.
I'm telling you, man, Miami about to beat the brakes off Florida State this year.
You say that every year. But
I want to see
this
y'all
time around, I'm way more serious.
Hey, my brothers, put a smile on your face. Okay, because Florida State, if we gonna do it then, we do it then.
Start the cap. Start the cap right now.
It's funny now, boys. It's funny now.
Right, it's
you gonna
funny now.
excuse when it go down though.
So what happens if Miami actually pulls that win? Just a coincidence. Because you can't get lucky for 12 games in a row. Eventually that luck gonna run out. Ask Deion. Just saying.
What'd you say?
I said, what happens if
Go there at the
I'm a
end,
Gator
and
fan. What happens if
be able to
Miami
finish
actually
the
pull
way
that one off?
the way it needed to be, because that's what this program is. We've been through it. We've been challenged. We've been knocked down. We've had to get up. They've continued to push, and as we talk about, we're on our climb. And ultimately, every day, we continue to get better. We'll put no limits to what this team can accomplish, because those are the type of games that have to show up, and you got to show what you can do in those moments. So it's a long answer to your question, but I just wanted to get in there and just tell them how proud of them I was, because that's a team I coach.
Now, what you said?
I said if they pull it off, they was the better team. That's my answer.
Yeah, what you mean? What happened? We lost. Like what do you mean? What happened?
No,
we lost the game.
No, you were saying that you were basically implying that that could never happen this year with Florida State.
I never implied that it could never happen. We just got through getting our ass beat by Miami for like 4 years straight. What are you talking about, bro? How could I say that could never happen?
I never said you said it never happened. I said you was implying the way you was talking about it.
I never implied anything. What I said was he say that every year is what I said, because he does.
See, that's a what you call an insider, because I didn't know that's what y'all been talking about before prior to this live.
I say 15-0 every year.
I could have sworn this was a Florida team. This is a Florida State Miami live.
I say 15-0 every year.
He always gonna come in here and make Georgia the topic.
We know y'all winning right now, bro. Just
it's not how you know they're not used to it, right there.
Georgia, you got an all access.
We're not used to it. What's our series against Florida?
Oh, look at him.
I never said
you want to talk about all-time wins. You talk about championships. You go to all-time wins.
Oh yeah, we can talk about championships too.
That's what we just said. You weren't used to it.
Wasn't used to it.
All right, yeah. So you were used to it. You won in 40 years, but you were used to it. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Georgia before 2 years ago.
Who's the
That's what we
most
talking
winningest
about.
coach in the SEC?
So,
Oh my God. What we just
Here we
said,
go.
man. These men don't listen.
Here we go
You
with
bringing
this.
up you making my point.
Hey, you see how they trying to block my shine, T2R?
Ain't nobody. Wow, y'all play
Because you gonna come
UAB.
in every day and want to talk about Georgia. Nobody want to talk about Georgia.
What you mean? The champ is here.
Nobody want to talk about it.
Of course you don't want to talk about it.
Nobody does.
If we'd have lost, y'all want to talk about it.
I still don't care.
Yeah,
Specifically
you
for
would.
you.
Yeah, you
I
would.
don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, you would.
talk about
Just to mess with you, yeah, I come in and say a little something about it. I really
Exactly.
don't care.
See
I
how
don't
that
care.
works?
I still don't care. I don't care like that.
Yeah, you do.
when we got
Just
four
to
rats
mess
on.
with you, yeah, I do it for about 10 minutes.
But yeah, if we'd have lost, y'all be like, "Where's Sarge?
But
We
you
waiting
ain't
on
lose nothing to
Sarge.
AB.
Sarge,
Ain't
where
nobody
you at?"
worried. Nobody wasn't
If
looking for that.
man, if Georgia would have
It's a
lost, bro,
big three
I
chat,
would have
man.
found you through the dark internet and came to your house about that one, boy.
Oh, you'd have got blasted. Don't play like that, man.
Oh no, I wouldn't have came in your house. I would have found your house, though, boy. Hey, look, what was that by Georgia?
Yeah, I got a 500-meter perimeter. You know.
Oh, okay. What that mean? I ain't coming with no bad intentions. I'm just coming to talk trash.
Yeah. But nah. If we'd have lost, bro, y'all.
Speaking of
Yeah,
talking
sorry,
trash,
taking me in.
you know what the Florida Gator fans had a lot to say on them boards.
Hey, shout out to the 49ers, man. The
Yeah, we
Charlotte
played San
49ers.
Francisco 49 last night, man.
Now this team is trash. That's from y'all fans.
The best part about being a fan
OC
is with
is,
this.
or they say OC is trash, which by the way, that's Billy Napier. So you guys know.
Yeah, Billy just doing too much. Y'all let that.
Then they say
Well,
Billy
he
is
ain't got no choice now.
Billy is the worst OC I've seen since Urban left.
Which is how you know them people don't even know football. Because
They don't. I wouldn't say that.
Can we bring back what's the name?
Adazio. If they say they want Steven Adazio back, I know they lying.
So y'all only scored one. Y'all only scored one touchdown, right?
They said they were better than this.
No, it wasn't. Adazio play calling was horrible after we lost their mother. That it was horrible to me.
Well, y'all down bad.
I couldn't put all on. Twitter only allow you to put up 4 on, so I put like 2 more down in the
T2R, they only scored one touchdown.
Yeah, they got the other 2.
Yeah, we only scored.
Yeah, and the rest was
maybe a bit of the presser saying that we played and coached like crap. This is nothing good about this game.
It's them 49ers, man. Them 49ers play
They
hard.
play the best defense in the NFL. What y'all expect?
Them 49ers play hard, man.
They say y'all saving them 11 remaining vertical passes
Nah,
for the
like I said, we just got a young team. They came in house that win against Tennessee. Let down.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. He talking about we saving our last remaining vertical passing play. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's funny because we only got about 7 of them. Let's keep it.
We only got 7 plays, so I don't know.
Hey, BB, at least it wasn't the national championship. You know, the Gumps, they only scored 1 touchdown against us in the national championship.
But you know, that's how I would have said any of that stuff. They would have been like,
when we go to the national championship, we score.
I love when y'all fans say that.
Hey, we ain't going. Remember, Florida State said they was going and then they was gonna play Georgia. So
yeah, I told them yesterday we're gonna meet them in the playoffs because they beat an unranked Clemson team in overtime.
Yeah, we not going, you know, and I'm okay with saying that with Florida. Like I'm okay.
Well, we know what we at.
Yeah, like come on now, like I
we
get
not
it. Everybody can take their shots and laugh at Florida all they want. That's cool.
The bat signal is out.
Well, yeah, T2R, you know.
Bat signal is out. Mommy about to get another one.
Yeah, y'all get one. Yeah, I'll get one.
Hey, T2R, they told me I was delusional when I said 15-0. They called me Disney dog and all this stuff.
Oh, that's a good one. I gotta write that one down. Disney dog. I like that one.
Mommy's what you call it? Mommy's supposed to get another recruit commitment soon, guys. We supposed to get another commitment soon.
But the question is he a 25 kid or a 26?
It doesn't matter.
We just got a
They
25
starting
kid.
to believe. They starting to
Yeah,
believe.
Florida just
Listen,
got
all my
a
Canes
25 kid
fans, I need y'all to go on Twitter and I need
Yeah.
y'all to at Mario.
But he ain't the
Listen,
only one. He just the only one went public. They'll
I
be
need
coming
y'all.
soon.
I need y'all to all the Canes fans. Y'all need to go at Mario Cristobal on Twitter. Let them know that we want to wear all orange against Georgia Tech.
Come on, come drive my car.
All orange.
Why y'all wearing all orange against Georgia Tech? That's a blowout.
Listen, we want to see some all orange jerseys. We ain't seen them in 50 years.
No, don't do it
For
against
real?
Georgia Tech.
We ain't seen them in so long, man. We want the
You
all
better do
orange
it.
jersey.
You better do it
I
against
think
Louisville.
Hey,
I'm
so.
finna. I'm
Last time
finna.
y'all
and then
wore, last time
somebody
y'all
help
wore
me with
all
this.
orange.
I got a question. What happened to Arkansas was supposed to be the best team in the SEC this year because they got that quarterback that's supposed to be all this, that, and the third.
KJ Jefferson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
they
happened
just
to
had
them?
the
Because
most experienced quarterback coming, but I ain't never think they was gonna be the best team.
no. I get that. I'm just saying because
Yeah,
ESPN and On Three be hyping everybody up. They was like, oh,
yeah,
they
they had them
got
as a dark horse team in the
You see your
SEC.
boy
They just
Spencer Rattler yesterday?
ain't watching.
Yeah, they about to go in England. They about to beat Tennessee.
I see he's stars. I said the same thing. I said it too.
that's if Spencer. That's a game that Spencer Rattler show up for.
Bro,
I do. I think that
the way he
too.
did it last year
Because
and that defense is worse this year, it's
yeah,
gonna get ugly.
I wouldn't be
I don't
surprised.
trust
Nah,
Tennessee secondary. They
I,
secondary is
I
horrible.
wouldn't be surprised if that was a shootout because I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Milton
It
showed up
could
that
be.
game too. Just saying,
It
the
could
battle
be.
of two teams that ain't got no defense.
Yeah.
Just being honest, that
Well, you
that
never
that
know what
game.
you're
I
gonna
take
get out
South
of Joe.
Carolina defense over Tennessee defense though.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna
I
get
take
out of
South
Joe Milton.
Carolina defense. I know South Carolina gonna play hard.
You
Mm-hmm.
think so?
They always do. Yeah, their defense always plays hard. They might not win or whatever, but that defense don't always be the reason. It's because they offense probably
I
don't be
mean, when we
scoring.
played them last year, them 40-something points
I
was
mean,
kind of
that's true. They couldn't. We just ran down their throats.
well. That's
That's what
because
that was.
Florida just counters South Carolina team as a whole. We
Yeah,
always play them
yeah,
well.
yeah.
That's just like this upcoming week versus Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky play their best game
Yeah,
against Florida, and
Y'all
I
gotta
hate
go to
that.
Lexington, huh?
yeah. We
Yeah,
got to go to
Y'all
I'm gonna
gotta
get
go
at
to the
behind
12.
group. Y'all gotta go to Kroger Field.
them.
At 12 o'clock.
I'm
Oh
gonna be
I don't
completely
Lord.
like.
honest with y'all. I wouldn't be surprised. I hope we win that game, but I wouldn't be surprised
Oh
if
no,
we
I won't
lost
be
that game
surprised we lose. I would.
because Kentucky always. I'm talking about just like how Tennessee, has their best game against Tennessee. Kentucky has their best game against Florida.
They're
I
gonna
don't
try
know
to
what
keep
it
y'all
is.
off the field. They're gonna run the ball like 40 times on y'all.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
I
they
think
run the
both
same
teams gonna do
style.
the same thing.
They run the same style defense as Georgia, so it's gonna be like, okay, well, now we got to prepare for
Well,
this now.
yeah, you know, Stupid
Not,
gonna always have a defense, so
and
you just
I
gotta
still don't believe. I still don't believe in Devin Leary. I don't think he's
do me
all
either.
that. I think he okay, but I don't think he
Hey
all that.
T2I.
I just think we gotta stop
Hey,
the run.
hey,
Can't let
hey,
them run.
Boston College said Florida State ain't nothing, bro.
I believe him.
And
Bro, you so mean,
you
bro.
see what
Every
Louisville
Y'all
you
gotta
see what
brother,
let
you
that
Louisville
go,
did to
bro.
Boston College yesterday?
man,
Y'all
put
gotta
his
let
name
that go.
in the chat, bro.
You see what
That's just
Louisville did to Boston College?
that's
Man,
just
talking about Boston College, we just got through playing Clemson. That's just
every
lame.
team have a bad game, dog. You gotta let that go. That's
Ain't
just
I,
like if people hold that Missouri game against y'all from last year.
I
That just
know, man.
happened.
I know it
That's just
did.
part of football.
We was down what 10 points at halftime?
Yeah. You just Missouri didn't make no plays to beat
But
you.
like I said, them Florida State fans, they're not used to people talking about them, bro.
I don't
If you
know
talk
about
about
that.
their
Bro, we
team,
gonna
boy,
be
They,
they
relevant.
they
I
get
don't know.
Bro,
I
personal.
can't
Florida
see that
State was
far. They
more
in
relevant
Florida.
than Georgia
They used to that.
for the whole time y'all was fucking not winning,
See,
playing in championship.
if you talk
What are
about
you
their
talking
team,
about,
they
bro?
start cursing, boy, they get
For the
mad,
whole
bro.
time y'all was not playing in
I'm gonna let
championships,
y'all
Florida
go
State was
in.
relevant.
Let y'all
They
have this.
That sound
tenderhearted.
crazy
They
as hell,
tenderhearted,
bro.
bro.
That man sound crazy as hell. The whole
Tender
time, 40 years.
love, tender
For the 40
love,
years that they was not playing for championships, Florida State was relevant.
love so tender.
This man really say that shit.
They too tenderhearted, man. You can't say nothing about their team, man.
40 years, I
Oh,
never
we
heard
showed the picture. It took y'all 90 years.
40
You gonna
years.
go down this road?
40 years. 40 years.
You wanna go down this road? T2I posted a
40
picture
years.
yesterday. It took y'all 91 years
40
to win the
years,
championship.
nobody said nothing. Bro, you ain't even fucking know nothing about their team in 1940, bro. So stop, bro.
What do you mean
Yeah, I
1940? It took
ain't
y'all
with that
91
Jim
years.
Crow
That's a
shit.
fact, man.
I don't look at football before Jim Crow era. So yeah,
Bro,
I had
if it
that.
wasn't no black players on the team,
Yeah,
nobody would
black
care
I
about
people.
no
know, man. It's gotta be a black.
Yeah,
It's gotta be a black thing, man.
I'll pay that
It is
to attention.
it's a fact. What are you
It's
talking
a
about?
fact it took y'all 91 years. What are you talking
It's
about?
a fact it took you 40 years to get
It's a fact
to
it took
play
y'all
for a championship.
91.
That's a fact. It's a fact that you wouldn't even get on no platform and talk about Georgia.
Bruh, I've been on this
Until you
platform
start
talking about
speaking on
Georgia since COVID, dog. What are
Come
you
on, bro.
talking about?
Probably by yourself. You have conversations to yourself all the time. You can
I've
say
been
it.
on this platform talking about Georgia when
That
we
man said
lost to
in his
COVID
head,
when we had
he
Stetson
think
Bennett
about what he's gonna
going
say,
out
then he
losing
said,
against Bama.
I'm
And
gonna say this.
everybody told Georgia, oh, 1980, 40-year-old
Let me bring
virgin,
Georgia
Georgia will
in
never make it.
a
And now that
let
we
me
on
bring up
top,
Georgia in a
I got my
Florida
chest
State.
out. You can't handle it.
Exactly. Let me bring
You
up
can't handle
Georgia
it,
and
dog.
Florida State, Florida, Miami topic.
You can't handle it, bro.
Whatever you say, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's whatever I say because we the best team in the nation right now. Y'all can't do nothing about it.
You lame, bro.
Yeah, see, you
We
gotta
still
get
talking
personal
about
again. See that? You can't keep it football.
bro, that is what you mean. What you saying is lame. That's the fact. What are you saying is
You
lame?
gotta attack me personally. You can't talk about football, bro.
Is lame.
The best team in the nation is lame. Okay, man, you got it. The team y'all beat by 2 points just got blown out. Just gave up a 50 burger to Louisville.
What did y'all do in the last 4 years before y'all won the championship?
I'm talking about what happened yesterday, not
What did
365 days ago.
what say was not 2 points. So what are
Yeah,
you talking about?
the team that y'all beat by
What
2
happened
points
yesterday was 2
got
points.
blew
We
out
talking this a
56
whole
to
nother.
28 yesterday.
You're trying to be facetious
So
because you have nothing
my
else to
point
go
with
off.
to
Literally
T2Y
have nothing
was
else to go off.
y'all should be scared of Louisville.
Your topic,
Miami
your
just
whole
played
conversation
Louisville.
about Florida State losing to Clemson was a bust. So now
What
you
do you
can't
mean you
come in here
went
and
to
say that Florida
overtime?
State lost.
You went to overtime with
So
an unranked
you
team.
can't come here and say that Florida State lost. So you started to come back to Boston
You
College because that's the only
you went
game
to
that you
overtime with
have
the
to talk
worst
about, bro.
Clemson team in like the
You literally
last
don't
10
have nothing else
years.
to talk about, bro. Nothing.
And the only reason why you went to overtime because Clemson play calling and their decisions was just.
The
I
only
mean,
reason
I've
why we
never
went
seen a
overtime because
team
of our
on
defense, bro.
3rd and inches run a wide
Our
receiver
defense.
screen.
And here we go
Yeah,
with the ill shit again.
I agree with that, Sean. I
Here we
agree
go
with
with the
that.
ill shit.
A wide receiver screen on like 3rd and 6 inches.
Yeah, that was
But
stupid.
I mean, it
back to
was
the
just
topic. I ain't got
ridiculous, man.
I don't got nothing to say to
And then
you, y'all, man.
they call in a kicker who what
What,
he
bro?
ain't
You
kicked in
out here
4
with George
years.
Travis first thing that
That's what
I feel like George Travis
He
gonna
was working at
like
the
George Travis.
cafeteria
I feel like George Travis gonna last the rest of the season.
and he missed a 29-yard field goal.
I feel like George Travis gonna last the rest of the season.
I mean, I hope he does, man. I hope he play
I don't
all
see it
12
happening.
games y'all can play.
I don't see it happening. That old line is trash.
Clemson put that heat on him. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Remember T2I, you said all this stuff. I cannot wait for November 11th, bro.
I can't wait either.
Man, y'all got like 45 more days, man. Y'all got a long time. But yeah, that's got to be the worst Clemson team I ever seen, bro.
I mean, R.J. Young said it. He said it.
I don't trust this Florida State team because you got too many things just falling your way right now. Like, Duke might actually be great, but Duke beat Clemson 28-7. You needed overtime. I don't get it. That's not a number 3 team to me. It's not a number 4 team to me. That's barely a top 10 team to me. And the worst part about this is they probably will run through the ACC. I don't trust this Florida.
Man, worst thing about it, they gonna run through the ACC.
That's where you lost me at. That's where he lost me.
They did.
He threw out find something and he attached to
Field,
it like
check this out. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Boom. Okay, this was a sprint out to Harrison. 10 players on the field. But then the very next play, hold on, check this out. The very next play, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 plays in a row, and they came out there with 10 people. They're missing a right defensive end where Ohio State ran the ball. And the broadcast never realized it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's tough. But hey, your boy Ryan Day want to cry about they a tough team.
Yeah, of course. They're a tough team, man. They like to give up 14-point leads. Hey, y'all seen any Colorado fans, man?
Says right now, what he said about our team, I cannot believe. This is a tough team right here. We're proud to be from Ohio.
You ready to
it's
cry?
always been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team. Like, I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Lou Holtz, where you at, Lou Holtz?
Lou Holtz.
What he said about our team.
Lou Holtz, where you at?
Hey, he about to cry. That's the funny part.
You want to blast, man? Lou Holtz like 86 years old, man. This who you talking to?
Pat 86. Lou Holtz like 100.
Lou Holtz.
Can't even put him on TV no more.
So when they lose to Michigan for the 3rd year in a row, I want you to play that T2.
Yeah, they losing to Michigan.
Let's see what this is.
Kyle McCord started playing way better. They gonna lose Michigan.
Corso comes on and he says the no one watches. You know, and I don't really understand it. What's the merit once again? Because the facts say people watch the Cougs.
Nobody ain't watching y'all. He right.
Watching game day. You know, and
shout out to them bandwagon Buffs, man. Where's Colorado fans at, man?
They on Twitter, man.
Man, you right. Ain't nobody watching y'all. Washington State by your head.
Rest in peace of Mike Leach, man.
Was this what he talking about?
And let me tell you why. Notre Dame is a better football team than Ohio State.
Love hearing that. Please, Coach.
And let me tell you why. We have the best offensive line in the country. Sam Hartman won't even get his jersey dirty all year. He has time to throw the football. The offensive line, we have great running back. Esteem is averaging about 10 yards a carry. We have great receivers. So offensively, we're set. Defensively, our defensive line's better. And you look at Coach Day, and I coached at Ohio State under Woody Hayes. We won the national championship when I was there.
That's
So
right.
I'm proud of that. However, he has lost to Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Michigan twice, and everybody that beats them does so because they're more physical than Ohio State. And I think Notre Dame will take that same approach. I know that our schedule, it hasn't been the best. We're 103rd in strength of schedule. However, that doesn't bother me because every day we get to practice against good. We get to practice covering our good receivers. Won't be much different than covering the great receiver they have at Ohio State. And plus, we're playing at home. It'll be a close football game, but we will win because we believe. Forget who in the hell we're
Oh,
playing.
here we go with
Just
this I
tell
believe
Ohio
stuff.
State this.
Oh my God.
You take this message to Ohio State. You tell them they better bring their lunch because it's going to be a full damn day's work.
Hell yeah! I love that. Hey, hope you heard that,
They
AJ.
would have
Hope you heard
won.
that, pal.
That's
They
why
would have
you had
won
the
if he didn't
Ryan
say.
Day. That's why you had the Ryan Day situation.
If he didn't say we
That
believe,
explains it all now.
Like, I'd like to know
stop
where
with
Lou
this
Holtz
I
is right now.
believe stuff.
What he said about our team, I cannot believe. This is a tough team right here. We're
Hey,
proud
he
to
gonna
be
cry,
from
man.
Ohio,
He
and it's
about to
always
cry,
been
man.
Ohio against the world. And it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team. Like, I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is.
Man, look at these boys getting inspired by Deion.
I know, man. They won a national championship last night.
Notre
It's personal now.
This your fourth game of the season and you acting like that?
All right, so this obviously. Let's see if I can count these more.
I should have tapped him on the shoulder and be like, bro, you do know you got 8 more games to win, right?
What am I missing? Oh, it's probably another guy on the outside.
You in the Matrix. Your screen is green.
Cool.
It's like flashing green.
My screen?
No, the screen we looking at right now. There you go.
The hell? They must have got tired of me playing on Ryan Day.
Hey, Colorado fans, do y'all still believe?
Is this flashing green still?
Nah, it's good now. You good.
Okay, so this was from the stands. You gotta love college football.
You gotta love it, man.
Ryan Day.
How they scored their first touchdown?
Notre Dame or Ohio State?
Colorado.
Oh, they scored in the fourth with 2.5 minutes left against the third and fourth stringers.
Some fluke shit.
Shador scored.
What the hell do you do that for?
I mean, it was 35-0 at halftime, right?
Why you smash that man Bill ain't good? Look at that.
They don't want to hang Deion in a minute, bro.
See, I'm a petty fan. I'd soon get all his NIL money. Doctor, when he pulled the band around my neck, I felt like I lost air through my body. I had to go to the hospital because one of my lungs weren't getting enough air. That's crazy, bro.
That's the guy used to play for Florida State.
Yeah, he definitely acting like he played for Florida State. Florida State always been a sore loser.
Let's not get on Miami, bro.
Now this is ESPN's generated FPI update basically in week 5. So in the FPI, they got basically Florida State down at number 10. They got Miami at 50. They got UCF at 25. I don't see the Gators though. I wouldn't have had the Gators on here either after that 5 field goal performance yesterday. I thought that game was somebody trying out for a soccer team.
That's crazy.
But we needed that.
Them 49ers wasn't playing, bro.
The San Francisco 49ers, wore green yesterday, but
Them 49ers didn't care that they was in the swamp. They was gonna play against y'all, man. They didn't care.
That's crazy.
Nah, they quarterback is a former Gator too.
No, so they definitely was fired up.
Yeah, they was
Look
fine
at
though.
them. They always trying to bring up the Miami Middle Tennessee game. They don't like to see us 4-0.
Nah, cause D-Rod tried to trump. So it's like,
Don't be no
well, you talking like we lost to him. So that's why they put that.
So you
D-Rod
still
know what he
score
doing.
one.
Look. They say boys told Billy to run the same offense as the Dolphins.
Hey, Q stupid, dog. Q stupid.
So y'all
He be
scored
the main one.
one touchdown with 5 field goals, right?
Cause they been saying that. Cause we do run
Is that
a
correct?
variation of it. So
almost,
they like it's the same offense as the Dolphins. Q be like,
almost
no, the
forgot.
hell that ain't.
Be scrolling through Twitter on YouTube because sometimes some certain stuff pop up.
T2Y, that was one touchdown with 5 field goals, right?
One touchdown, 5 field goals.
I got you, man.
Defense is number 3 against the run. Uh-oh. Number 13 in scoring defense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey,
You know.
T2Y, does Coach Prime still own college football? Does he still own college football?
Yeah, he do.
Who said that?
Okay.
Still do.
He still own
said
college football?
Hold on. Okay, so this is what I have to say to these Florida State fans. Because they put up this list right here. And they were bragging on it. So they say, oh, we beat LSU and Clemson. Talent-wise, Clemson number 5. Talent-wise, LSU number 7. So they beat those two. So I was like, so y'all bring about beating those two teams with that ranked talent, but y'all trying to downplay Miami, who beat the number 4 team better than both of the two teams that y'all beat. Y'all trying to downplay our win against Texas A&M when they got a better ranking offense, better ranking defense, better ranking overall talent than y'all do, than both of the teams y'all beat. Oh, nah, it's different. Oh, no.
Miami.
I thought it was funny.
I pray to God that y'all don't lose, bro, before y'all get to us, bro. I really do. It's unlikely, but I pray to God y'all don't.
When did y'all play Louisville, T2Y?
Second last game of the season.
Okay. All right.
Second.
Yeah, we definitely gonna handle business. We
Yeah,
ain't
Louisville
gonna
gotta
beat
be
them by
they
2
gonna
points,
win.
and say that was our Super Bowl.
Oh, look at that Louisville Boston College game. The fact Louisville gonna play
Keep
with
that
Miami.
energy,
Let
bro.
me see.
Keep all of that energy.
Miami beat.
But T2Y, y'all better beat Florida State, 'cause boy, you gonna catch it.
Miami
We
beat
say this
Temple
every
so
year,
bad.
BB. We say this every year.
Miami beat Temple so bad.
Yeah, he caught it last year.
We beat Temple so bad yesterday that I obviously think their quarterback wanted to shit himself. We beating that boy so bad yesterday. Look at him. Just go and cry. Just cry.
So y'all don't think Louisville's an ACC contender?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
Have you seen their
I think
schedule?
if they played Florida State this year, they would have beat Florida State though.
Have you seen their schedule, T2Y?
Oh no.
Louisville?
Yeah.
They ain't playing nobody.
The only team they have to worry about is y'all and Duke. That's the only team they have to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
for real? So they don't play North
No.
Carolina either?
Google that
Dang.
Louisville.
Oh, okay. I see why
Google
you
that
saying
Louisville schedule right now. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's why you saying that.
I'm saying that because of what they did to Boston College.
Yeah, what they got to play. Well, oh, don't say it because of Boston College. Please don't say that. I think you said because who they
But they
don't got to
put
play nobody.
42 points up in the first half against Boston College.
I mean, yeah.
It was
That's what they
42
should
to
do.
14 at halftime. I think they could have scored 100 yesterday. T2Y, that's gonna be our biggest comp of the year is Louisville, man.
What?
It is.
So you sound like me.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't
You might
see
be
that.
on to something. You might be on
I
to
mean,
something.
but Louisville normally do play Miami tough because they do be having a lot of South Florida kids on their team. But
You know that quarterback like 6'5", like 230.
Bruh. See, I told y'all, look what Deion done started. Look what Deion done started. Now you
I
got
believe.
Now you got Penn State bringing out Sexy Red.
No.
oh yeah, they were singing her song in the locker room. I
They
seen
got
that in
Penn
boys.
State. They got Penn State bringing out Sexy Red. Y'all
No,
talking about Deion?
I gotta make it
I
appear
told y'all. I told y'all Deion finna change this whole thing, but y'all ain't hearing.
Celebrities getting paid to go to locker rooms.
Now this I thought this was funny. Them boys brought the whole. They had the out there in Colorado. Imagine
Oh, they
after
brought
all
me to
that.
see that.
We had to bring it. Do you believe now?
Do you believe now? But if I was an Oregon fan, bro, I would have went crazy yesterday.
You know what's
Oh, they
crazy?
did.
What
They
they
did
was
on
doing,
Twitter. They did.
what they was doing to the Oregon field, bro, before the game, bro. Don't guys letting them boys ain't come out there and try to like do something to them,
Gotta
bro.
wait.
Real.
Oh, they did they fighting with they pass, bro. They ain't have to say nothing.
I'm saying though, they lucky they went on that extra shit though, cause that's some disrespectful shit.
I mean, yeah, you can be disrespectful before the game, but when they kick the ball off, you can do whatever you want before the game. You could do freaking snow angels on the logo, but when they kick the ball off, oh, they go out the window.
I'm just waiting for the rankings to come out. I really want to see how this thing shake up today.
Yeah, me too.
If they don't drop Florida State down in like 6, I think the whole rankings is a
Nah,
fraud.
don't drop them, man. Don't drop them.
They need to drop.
They don't need to drop T2Y. They've been winning, man.
They need to drop. Ohio State did better than them.
Bro,
And USC did better than them. They need to drop. They played an unranked team yesterday.
Holding your nuts, you gotta see us. And you gotta play Clemson. You know y'all ain't beating Clemson.
We beat
Y'all gotta play
Clemson
Boston
and
College
Florida
too.
State. Neither one
T2Y,
of y'all
gotta play Boston College too, right?
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna beat them. We ain't gonna beat them by 2 though. We ain't gonna depend on them to commit 18 penalties to get a dub.
How much Florida State beat Miami by?
Y'all ain't played us yet.
How much they beat Miami by?
Y'all ain't played us yet.
Well, we played y'all, right?
No, you ain't played us. We in 2023,
played y'all,
sir.
Right? Played.
We haven't played y'all yet, sir. November 11th, we're not in the future.
Y'all by?
We're not in the future.
Okay, but you speaking future references on another team though.
What future reference we talking about? We talking about this year. We talking about Boston College losing by 2 points. That's this year.
What did y'all lose by us by?
We haven't played you.
But we played Boston College, right? Played in the past.
You played Boston College this year. We're not going
7
back
days
to the past.
About,
I'm telling y'all, we
8
in
days ago.
2023. We're not going back. We're not going back. I don't have a hot tub time machine.
Your quarterback don't even like playing games in y'all stadium.
What does that has to do with anything?
Y'all not finna beat Florida State, bro.
If he don't like playing games in our stadium, keep in mind the game is at y'all stadium. He like to shut people up in their stadium. So obviously he's gonna come up there and shut y'all up.
It don't matter if we win every the rest of the season by 1 point. Y'all ain't gonna beat us.
We could have beat the brakes off of y'all. Right now, you can say y'all ain't beating us, and I'm gonna say we gonna beat the brakes off of y'all. The game ain't played yet.
Yeah, you got a long time to wait.
We
bro.
got
You
a long way to
whole
go.
How long?
See, y'all like to make bets.
How much?
What if let's just say after this bye week, y'all next game, Jordan Travis get injured for the whole year. He's out for the season. Y'all like to make bets.
How much you like?
Y'all like to make bets because of this week and that week. No.
You don't like him. You don't believe in that shit, bro.
A
We
lot
gonna
can
beat
happen
y'all.
between
We
now and
gonna
November.
beat
It
y'all.
don't matter who
We gonna beat y'all. Now next week we on a bye week. Next say come out against Georgia Tech, we lose like 4 of our key players to injury. Guess what? My tone might change.
I like Florida State over Miami.
Y'all like to lose money. That's what y'all like to lose.
You don't believe in that shit. That's all that is.
Listen, if Miami play Florida State today, both teams the way they are right now, we will whoop y'all ass.
You don't believe it? You don't believe
I believe it 100%.
He's a Miami fan. Of course he believes that, man.
100%.
Well, bet some.
What do I need to bet some? I told you, my pastor told me betting is not good for you. See, y'all like to bet on the feelings. This is some female stuff right here. You bet on your feelings. You feel great about Florida State today. I guarantee you won't feel great about them next week if Jordan Travis was injured.
I still bet.
I bet you wouldn't feel the same way if Keon Coleman breaks a leg or something.
Florida State.
Y'all like to bet months ahead like stuff don't happen.
Yeah, we got a long way until
What if you
November.
go out there now and Trey Benson get hurt, and Rodney Hill get hurt, or one of them guys get hurt? Your key players get hurt.
You can't
I ain't betting none of y'all nothing, man. If I want to make bets, I could pull up FanDuel and all of them.
You don't believe in your team.
Plus, you got people like Florida
You
Trucker
don't believe in your team. No, I just don't believe in betting against fans.
Florida Trucker did what?
You got people like Florida Trucker that don't
I
show
don't
up
believe
once
in
they
betting
lose
against
bets.
fans, plain and simple. If you don't have a platform just like mine where I could find you at any given time,
Yeah,
I'm not betting
Florida
you.
Trucker lost 2 bets. Florida Trucker lost 2 bets and he done disappeared.
Have you seen Florida Trucker? He's on a milk carton right now.
I got a homeboy named J Rock just like that.
Okay, so why am I on here making bets? I don't trust nobody. I don't even know what you look like. You know what I look like. I don't know what you look like.
Shout out to them lizards, man, for disappearing.
If you decide tomorrow to change your name from Ken to 10, I won't even know.
Bro, listen, bro. You can I already hit you up on Twitter, bro.
I ain't get no message from you on Twitter.
I'm gonna hit you up. I'm finna hit you up right now.
I'm not betting you, bro. Don't waste your time. This man want to bet me on a game that's November 11th. What if Tyler Van Dyke get hurt next week?
Yeah, exactly.
Tyler Van Dyke can be fully healthy, bro. That man don't want to see no Florida State, bro.
Listen, I'm going to watch these games play, and I'm going to tell you confidently, 100%, that we're going to beat y'all. I don't need to bet y'all.
Right.
I was confident that we were going to beat all the teams we beat so far. I still ain't bet $1.
You was confident last year too, bro.
And I ain't bet $1. I only betted one person last year. You know who that was? C-Dog. Because he's a Georgia Tech YouTuber.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I know if when we win, I know just where to find him.
C-Dog trolled us for what, 15 straight games last year? Every team we played, he said we was going to lose to.
I repeat, I am not betting no fans. If you feel that confident about your team, bet put 100 on Vegas.
Matter of fact, C-Dog went and bought the other team's hat. That jumper bought 15 hats.
If you feel like your team is a world beater, go ahead. Hit Vegas up right now and tell them you want to put money on y'all winning the championship.
I feel like we're going to make the playoffs for sure, though.
Well, go bet that odd. Go bet that Florida State make the playoffs. But I ain't betting y'all that. They ain't my team. Speaking of Florida State, they trending. Let's see what they trending about.
Your team, though.
Like, why would I bet we got a game in November. We got it. Last year, I was going to make bets with them. And look at what happened last year. The whole line got injured. We was
y'all
without
had a
our
bunch of
line. And then
injuries.
almost all of our players quit on us. Why would I be on here betting like that?
They definitely quit last year.
And see, like Lenore's, for instance, Lenore's in the chat. I bet with Lenore's because Lenore's been here from day one.
Yeah. Shout out to Lenore's. Shout out to Zozuchi, man, who said they was gonna win by 40 yesterday.
Shoot, I made bet with the Florida State guy. What's his name? What's that other dude name? And every time I lost my
Henry
bets,
Lee.
I paid him.
Henry Lee.
I never made no bets with Henry Lee. The other dude. I forgot his name.
Sam?
Nah, it's not Sam. I forgot his name. But he's been here since day one too. But I told y'all I'm done making bets online, man. I'm not doing that no more.
Nah, it's not smart.
Shoot, I had an endorsement from Bet USA. They was giving me $300 for everybody who used their website through my link. I stopped doing that.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you thought Colorado was gonna beat Oregon yesterday. Be honest.
It's a lot of people thought that. I ain't gonna even lie. It's a lot of.
I ain't thought they were gonna do it, but I wanted them to do it.
Of course.
I wanted it to happen.
Bro, I'm tired of the media games that they keep playing with Colorado, bro.
I thought Shador would keep it close, man, but I ain't think no 35-0 at halftime.
I can appreciate what they doing.
Y'all saw close though, bro.
I can appreciate what Colorado and Deion is doing. It's excitement.
Yeah, but it's about to come to an end, bro.
Them crackers finna try to kill. God, I'm sorry.
See, now I got live video. I just went into the future a little bit, but I got live video from Miami versus Florida State. This is what Miami gonna do to Florida State.
That's what y'all gonna do, T2.
Get them boys a nice whooping.
Wow, that's terrible, man.
Get them boys a nice little whooping.
That's cool.
Up there in Dope Cam Stable.
That's cool, bro. That's cool.
Oh man. Who's this shouting with all this Seminole?
Better be, can't get it out of me. Hold up a level, they ain't on my pedestal. Better be, can't get it out of me. Hold up a
Look at the Seminoles. Look at the Seminoles. They got a little something.
A little something.
A little something. Say proud of my Seminoles.
ACC gonna be wild, man. I think the SEC is gonna have some upsets, but the ACC, man, it's gonna be wild this year. Duke's still undefeated, right? How they play yesterday?
Somebody said she looked like she didn't want to do it.
Who did Duke play yesterday, T2R?
They beat somebody 41-7. I don't know. Northwestern, I think. I think they played Northwestern.
Okay. And that was the same score y'all had with Temple, right? 41-7.
I told y'all we was gonna drop anywhere from 40 to 60.
Hey, but them Temple announcers said that y'all was gonna lose.
All them Florida fans and them Seminole fans is talking about, it's a trap game. It's raining, the wind blowing. We're gonna win by 2.
Yeah, like I said, because they struggle with Boston College, then they automatically say, "Well, you gonna struggle with Temple."
We're gonna win by 2. It was that misery needs company kind of deal.
Yeah. It happens.
Hold on, they say Duke played UConn.
Duke play UConn. Okay.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Look, Florida State knows who Duke play because they keeping an eye.
I'm keeping an eye on Duke. I'm keeping an eye on Louisville.
In 2023, boy, Duke got that fear.
Hey, I'm saying it right now. Duke and Louisville are the two best teams in the ACC.
Stop the cap.
Those are teams.
The cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Those are teams you gotta look out for. Duke and Louisville.
Stop.
Okay, you go see T2.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. 2023, you gotta look out for Miami and Duke.
No, you forgetting about Louisville, man.
Miami and Duke. We could throw North Carolina in there as an honorable mention.
I'm not worried about North Carolina.
If your team 5-0, clap your hand.
4-0.
Well, I could say 5-0 because we got a win coming. But if your team 4-0, clap your hands. Team 4-0, clap your hands. Now look at all the Florida fans that disappeared.
No.
Yeah, but what Peanut at? Oh yeah, his team ain't 4-0. He can't clap.
He can't clap, bro. Shout out to them Charlotte 49ers, bro. It came to the Swamp, only gave up 1 touchdown.
Man, that's that elite defense right there. That's that Charlotte.
Them Charlotte 49ers was not playing, bro.
For real, bro. They almost drained the Swamp.
What was the halftime score? Like 13-7, 19-7?
I think it was 13-7.
13-7.
Man, 13 or 16, one of them.
But yeah.
All I know, boy, that kicker need to go put his foot on ice. That boy need to go put them feet on ice. I know them feet hurt.
Points is points, man.
What was that kicking for his life?
I think they partied so that Tennessee win, man. They kind of glossed over Charlotte, you know.
They were they're gonna use the Florida State excuse. We was looking forward to Kentucky.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna look past Boston College to Clemson. That's what they said.
Yeah, there you go.
Man. But anyways, NFL, who's playing today? Let me check this schedule before I get up off of here. Let me see who's in the NFL today. What team's playing who? Let's see. Let's see what games are being played today.
My Dirty Birds play Detroit. Get that win over the Lions.
Think so?
Yeah, we'll improve to 3-0 on the season. Shout out to Desmond Ritter, Bijan Robinson, and happy belated birthday to AJ Terrell.
Right, so at 1:00, you got the Tennessee Titans and the Browns. You got the Lions and Falcons. You got Saints and Packers. Right. The Dolphins and the Broncos. You got the Vikings for Chargers, Patriots, Jets, Bills, Commanders, Texans, Jaguars. You got Colts.
Wow.
You got Panthers versus Seahawks. You got Bears versus Chiefs. You got Cowboys at Cardinals. Steelers and Raiders. And Thursday night already happened. 49ers beat the Giants. And Monday night football, Rams, Bengals, Eagles, Buccaneers. So, yeah, ain't no real important games coming on today. The real important game will be on Monday. It's tough. But anyway, guys,
there you go, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm gonna call it a day.
Yep.
Y'all go get ready, barbecue, do whatever y'all gotta do. Watch some NFL.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.